real BBN talk. And I want to start this video off by saying that if Coach Mark Pope, does not go out and get 4 point guards, 5 point guards, because I'm going to tell you right now, did nobody want that ball in their hand tonight. Ortega was, besides Ortega and Aberdeen, no other player on that team tonight wanted that ball in their hands. Nobody. That defense they had was crazy. And we wasn't ready for it. We weren't prepared for it. We didn't know how to react to it. Guys, that was pitiful to watch. Like, that was embarrassing. Like, they took it to us. You're talking about embarrassing to watch our guys just get beat down like that. And we didn't have an answer. Nobody had an answer out there tonight. That by far, by a long shot, was the worst ever NCAA tournament game that Kentucky's ever played, that I've ever watched, that I've ever witnessed. And what they did today, come on, Coach Pope. See, it's what you saw tonight was you saw a Iowa State coach who looked like he knew what he came to do today. He didn't look confused. He didn't look like he didn't understand what to do next. You looked at a coach tonight on that other side of the ball game, and you said, this guy right here, he's locked in. He know what he came to do tonight. We had no answer. And I don't know what Coach Pope is going to have to do to get some point guards in here. He's going to have to go rob a bank or something. I don't know. I'm like whatever you got to go do. Like, you got to go get 3 point guards, period. Because this right here was a horrible game for Kentucky. And it's simply no explanations for what happened for this ball game tonight. Season's over. That's it. We're done, man. Kentucky's going home. We're finished. We're washed. This is so embarrassing, bro, to watch these guys play the way that they did tonight. And we had no answer. Man, look, dude, we came out, we was balling. Oh, but once Iowa State settled down, they went into halftime, was like, these dudes are a joke. Like Kentucky's a joke. Kentucky, we should be blowing these guys out already. And by God, they came out in the first shot of the second half. They busted a 3 right in front of our face. We had nobody on that team tonight that wanted it. Dumb turnovers, can't get the ball in bounds. People not getting open. People just doing what they wanted to do all night long. Just like people coming in the ballgame that had no business being in the ballgame tonight. Do we need to call names? Because tonight was just flat out embarrassing. I don't care. You can say what you want to say, but this game tonight, this right here was not Kentucky basketball tonight. Not even by a long shot. And that's the sad part about this is that we was in the game, we was up by 12. We was like, we're going to run these dudes in the ground. Iowa State said, nope, not so fast, Kentucky. We going to kick it in second gear. That coach called timeout. That coach got his team and said, this is what we're about to do. They responded and we didn't. And we didn't have the sideline officiating. We didn't have the sideline coaches that had enough in them to get our guys locked in and ready to go. Our guys just came out and played horrible. They didn't. And I'm not going to sit here and make a long show. Why? Why am I going to make a long show for? We already know what we don't have. We already know that we don't have enough players out there. And that ain't no big secret. We ain't got the personnel. Coach Pope, this is it's time for you to fix it. You got to get the people in here that can play some basketball. This is no knock on Aberdeen. We ain't seen a defense like this all year long. We didn't see this nowhere in the SEC. Florida didn't show us nothing like this at all. We had nothing on these guys that we could do. And because of that, the Kentucky Wildcats is done for the year. They're absolutely done for the year. And this breaks my heart. It does. That's what happens. That's what happens. When you don't have the right personnel, when you don't have a point guard. So instead of gambling on people that might not be healthy, that might have a health issue, don't go mess with them no more, Coach Pope. Let that mess go. Let that mess just go. Oh, I'm so freaking hot, man. Nobody on our team wanted that smoke tonight. Nobody wanted that smoke tonight, bro. We turned the ball over bad. Coach Pope, you have got to go get some point guards, big guy. You have got to go. Coach Pope didn't make one turnover tonight. Not one turnover. Coach didn't get nervous out there. The players did. And Garrison, where was you at? Aberdeen. Mo D, where was y'all at tonight? Jasper, where was you at? Moreno, go to the locker room. Just go on to the locker room. Start lifting weights. Jasper, go on, start lifting weights and start putting on some calories. Because this type of basketball here at Kentucky, it takes a level of heart. And we didn't have it tonight. When they hit us in the mouth, we folded like a piece of bread. Boom. That's it. We didn't have nothing else for them. We was out of answers for the night. I don't understand. I'm trying my best, man. Like, we lost to St. Peter's, very upset. We lost to Oakland, very upset. But how we lost tonight, I get it. We lost to a good team tonight. But it didn't have to, we didn't have to lose by 21 points though, did we? Did we have to really lose by 21 points? Really? That's what we're talking about right now? 21 points? Is that what we got? We got to be about 21 points going on the chance to go to the Sweet 16? And that's the best we can do? Are you kidding me? Oway, Aberdeen, thank you guys for your service. We wish you the best moving forward, seeing you guys as hopefully professional careers. Coach Pope, it's on you now. What you going to do, big fella? Who you going to go get? This is unbelievable, man. They called it. Who was that? The Jesus Freak? No, who said that right there? Who said they was going to call it at halftime? They called it at they called it at halftime. They said that once they come back out in the second half, they was going to clamp down on that defense, and ain't nothing we can do about it. Nothing. Cam didn't want nothing tonight. Colin didn't want nothing tonight. BG didn't want nothing tonight. None of these guys wanted anything tonight. Nothing. And it showed out there on the basketball court. We got to go look each other in the face and says, I'll let you, each guy on that team should look at each other and says, I let you down tonight. I didn't fulfill my obligation like I'm supposed to be doing. I don't care about no freaking money, man. Forget the freaking money. At some point, you just got to man up and go out there and just play basketball. And we had nobody out there. We had nobody out there. Unacceptable. Unacceptable behavior in a Kentucky uniform on that stage, on a chance like this. Defeat sucks. But it sucks even worse when you just see guys out there who don't have a clue of what to do next. The turnovers? The turnovers. What do we have? 21, 25 turnovers today? Kentucky basketball record, one that you don't want to ever see. And this is what happens. Patino's not coming back through the door, man. I don't discuss that. Yeah, that's old news. He's not coming back to Kentucky. He's on his way out the door. He won a championship this year. Rick Pitino's retiring. This is what we got. This is the head coach that we got. We ain't getting fired. We ain't getting rid of him. So he got one more year to fix this. It's the personnel. Look, guys, if we had a point guard, it's too late now. So what we talking about if for? But if we had a point guard, this is a totally different ball game. They know that, and I hope our guys understand that. But you still got to man up, and you still got to play basketball, and you got to play better. You're talking about somebody just was terrified. Like you could just see the fear in our eyes. Dribbling the ball, we had fear. Throwing the ball in bounds, we had fear. Shooting free throws, we had fear. And they took our manhood today and stepped on it because we wasn't ready. Coach Pope, that's the only thing I seen Coach Pope do bad today was just sub in when he did. And there was no need to sub when we was up by 12. No need. We said this before. We said this before, people. If we up, you can rest tomorrow. We got a whole week before the Sweet 16. You play these stars until they fall over. I hate to say it like that, but that's just what you got to do. Certain guys shouldn't see the floor tonight at all. Jasper's gone. Jelovich is gone. BG is gone. I don't know about Mo D. We gonna lose a lot of people, man. We're gonna lose some people. I'm angry, man. But I don't live alone. So I have to have a level of respect for my roommate down the hall because it's after midnight here. I just want to go outside and just scream because I don't have any other way to vent. I don't have any other way to be angry. So I have to be calm. But who wants to be calm when you see your team play the way that they displayed tonight? I love how they kept making the camera go back and forth between the coaches to see the emotions on the what's the name. We're making turnovers. I saw one coach on our bench tonight. I can't think of his name. I saw one coach on our bench tonight that was angry tonight. That was angry. Never saw one angry bit of frustration out of Coach Pope one time tonight. Never got in anybody's butt. We're making all those turnovers, and what does he do? Calm down, guys. Just calm down. What the freak you mean calm down? What you mean? Where you think we at? We trying to get to the Sweet 16. What do you mean calm down? Get in somebody's butt, man. People just didn't show up. I hate when certain people have big ball games because they follow it up with a dud. They followed up where I see that was I gave you one ball game. I'm not going to give you another one. Some guys just didn't show up tonight at all. We wasn't ready for that ball game. Hats off to Iowa State. They was the number 2 for a reason, and we was a number 7 for a reason. That's why. That's why they got a chance to go win it all this year, and we don't. And they had guys that didn't even play tonight, and they still beat the brakes off of us. Embarrassing. They just embarrassed Kentucky tonight, and there's no other way to put it. How can I be positive? Positive about what? What can I say nice? I can't say nothing nice. About what? About who? Iowa State dominated us. Once they decided that it was time for them to take over, they dominated. They never panicked. The coach never panicked. The players stuck together, and they knew who they was. The problem with us is we don't know our identity. That's the problem. And it's too late. It's too late. We had guys tonight that was absolutely no show at all. Just nothing. Was it because we got in foul trouble? So we had to play soft basketball? No excuses. No excuses for what we just saw tonight. I'm gonna go read my Bible. Cause if I don't, I won't be a saint tonight. For real. Cause I am peed off. Believe me. And I don't use that word, but I am. Arkansas going down, dude. Cal's playbook gets figured out too easy. Iowa State's that team, man. We ain't never seen a defense like that before. Not this year. Nobody's ever played us that hard before. Even the teams that we got blown out, we ain't seen a team like this on defense. The panic in our eyes, everybody's eyes, they was just big. Oh my goodness. They're guarding me 3 at a time. I can't even pass it. Like, they were so confident in what they was doing. They didn't mind if they left people open. They were so confident in how good they was as a defensive team that they could double and triple team us, and they didn't care that we had a guy wide open. You want to know why? We ain't gonna hit him anyway. You know how many times we had guys wide open and guys wouldn't pass it to them? You know how many mismatches we had down low, but we wouldn't pass the ball to them? You know how many people we missed down low that we wouldn't pass the ball to? That's just the lack of no point guard. That's what it comes down to. So I could sit here and I could be angry, but let's be real. We all understood. It ain't like we're surprised that we had such bad point guard play tonight. We shouldn't be surprised. We know we didn't have and this is no disrespect to Aberdeen, but the type of pressure that they had tonight, we needed true point guards who've been point guards their whole life. That's what we needed. Aberdeen got us through some games by coming over. I get that. But Aberdeen wasn't built for this type of pressure. This is exactly what it is. It's just Coach Pope has got to go recruit now. And it does not look promising. The season's over. And we have nobody new coming into the program next year that's already signed. Nobody. Usually, I leave that alone. Usually, I let Leah and I let Jimmy handle all that because I don't follow recruiting like that. I don't have the time for it. But this right now, Coach Pope, yeah, you got to go pick some guys up. You got to go get at least 3 point guards this time. You do. I don't know if Jalen Lowe's coming back. I don't know even if he come back, if he get hit one time, is his shoulder going to break again? I don't know that. This is a chance that we can't take anymore. We can't take the chance of not having a point guard on the floor, a real point guard on the floor. That's not an option no more, Coach. It's just, this is probably, this is pretty bad. It is. This is pretty bad right now. Is this a knee-jerk reaction because we lost? Or is it because you just realized that your team out there just flat out stunk it up? National TV on a chance to go to the Sweet 16 and the Kentucky Wildcats. That's the product that you showed anybody that may want to come to Kentucky that this is who we are. Anybody that's looking, that's watching that game and be like, why would I want to go there for? They are dumpster fire. Clear house. That's probably what they're saying. If we don't go out and get 2 to 3 point guards, we just gonna have to. That's the second year in a row that we lost one of the most critical positions that we could possibly lose, and that's a point guard. And we don't address that properly like we're supposed to. to get true point guards, as smart as you is as a coach, and you don't realize that I just lost point guards. I need point guards. I don't need a 2. I need point guards. I need a backup point guard for a point guard, not a 2 as a point guard. You don't understand it. That's it. We paid an injured player to come to Kentucky. We gamble. Like, I'm going to tell you what, I don't go to Vegas. And if I go to Vegas, after I lose $1, I'm done betting. I don't bet $1 million that it's going to work out. You playing with people's emotions right now. That's what you're doing. You're playing with people's emotions right now. Because you don't take the necessary steps needed to get the job done and bring in the right people. We didn't see, this was not our Kentucky Wildcats tonight. We didn't see you guys out there tonight. You guys folded. Just cut it in half right here. You guys didn't play ball tonight, man. You guys folded. You guys didn't represent for who you're supposed to be. You quit on me, man. You quit on me. What the freak's wrong with you, man? Come on, dude. That don't represent who we are here at Kentucky. We don't fold. We don't get scared like that. I don't care how good Iowa State was on defense. You don't just quit. You don't just act like you don't want to be there. You don't just halfway go foul somebody, Garrison. Freaking foul the guy. Jelovich, what the freak? You got a point guard coming straight on at you, and you turn your back at him, and then you just jump. Why? We got words for that where I come from. We got words. I ain't gonna say that on my show, but we got words for that. We got words for people like that who fold like that. What the freak, man? You 6'11", and you got a point guard coming at you that strong, and you turn your back because you don't want to be aggressive. You gotta let them know early in the game. You come in here with that stuff again, this is what's gonna happen every single time. Think twice next time you come in here. You don't turn your shoulders to him. Come on, Garrison. If you're gonna foul somebody, foul somebody. Don't just let him go up and just get an and one. He looked you straight in the face as a man, and he challenged you, and you failed. Because you wasn't man enough out here on this floor tonight to stand up like you're supposed to stand up like a man and fight. You folded. Freak, man. Couldn't guard nobody. Couldn't nobody out there guard nobody tonight. Nobody was exempt from that tonight. The freak's wrong when we gonna be okay. We gonna be okay on this. No, we not. No, we not. What do we do tonight? They called our bluff tonight. They set the record straight about Kentucky. We getting ready to show Kentucky that we getting ready to punk them tonight. And that's exactly what they did. Everybody in that uniform tonight got punked tonight. Because we didn't show up, man. We didn't show up. We didn't have the heart out there on the floor like we were supposed to. This is this right here, this makes me bets hey Foxy lady. She said, yeah, bets were made against Kentucky. I had my eyes on it. A lot of money out there got sold out the easy way. Just throw the ball away. Yep. Yep. Somebody said we should have supported Cal. Every coach has had a bad season or two. Guys, this is not acceptable, man. This is not acceptable. So where do we go from here, guys? What's the answer? What's the answer to this problem? Guys, I'm getting ready to set up a link for call-ins. You have to be on, I guess you can be on, I'm not sure where you at, but I'm going to set up a link. We're going to take call-ins, okay? Let's keep the, I feel that way. Let's keep the phone calls to 2 minutes, okay? Let's just go 2 minutes tonight, okay? Say what you got to say, and then let's move on, okay? 2 minutes tonight. If you know you can't talk for 2 minutes, not tonight. We'll do a call-in show after this. Okay, 2 minutes tonight. Let me get this link set up right fast, guys. Hold on. Let me get this link set up. Give me a minute. This is oh, I can just do it right here, man. I'm not gonna. I'll post it right here. Hold on for a second. Let me do this. Did I even do it right? I don't even know if I did or not. Let me see if I did this right, man. Hold on. Invite, copy, right here. Hold on, guys. Let me do this right fast. So we're gonna take phone calls. I'm going to drop this link in the chat right now and pin it. And then everybody can jump on and people can start calling. Once again, keep your conversations to like 2 minutes tonight. My hips are hurting. I'm tired. I'm angry. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Let me pin this to the top. At the top of the page, it's pinned. All you got to do is click the link. If you can get through, try to use Google Chrome if you absolutely can. It makes it better, easier for you to get through. You don't have to download an app. All you got to do is click the link at the top, and let's get some phone calls in here because you know what? I'm exhausted. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I am. And the way we just played tonight, nobody gets a pat on the back. Nobody gets a pat on the back for tonight. Nobody. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of glad to see this. It's been Sandy. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted to win tonight, but when I knew this game was out of reach and I knew we weren't gonna win it, I took a deep breath. And I'm not even angry that we lost. I'm just angry because I don't know if we're gonna answer our problems in the offseason or not. I don't know. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it fixed or not. Are we gonna be able to fix the issues? I don't know that. I don't. And if you call in, please make sure before you call in, turn your TVs down or your computers or whatever, okay? Because we will get an echo. Sorry if I seem like I'm grouchy tonight. I apologize for that. You guys know I don't want to be grouchy, but it's just like Coach Cal. I mean, not Coach Cal, but Coach Pope has got to get this fixed. At the end of the day, because he put together this squad, he has to buck a lot of his responsibilities. I get it. Look, let me just put this out there. When they beat Santa Clara, we was happy. Great shot, Ortega. I got it. We won some games this year. Awesome. We was excited when they won. But at the end of the day, if you're a realist and you was really being real with yourself, you still supported the Wildcats. And I still love you guys. Don't ever forget that. Don't get it twisted. I still love you guys. But here's the point. You at some point you just gotta be realistic and says we are who we are. Let's see if we can get as far as we can with what we got. And if it takes us a long way, beautiful. And if it don't, we know we didn't have the right pieces in the first place. We know we didn't have the right pieces in the first place. We was on borrowed time. That's all we was. We was just one play away from crumbling, and we crumbled. And at the wrong time, man. I can losing by 1 point. I can losing by 5 points. But the way we lost tonight, and you didn't see no heart out of these people? Come on, man. Come on. Nah, I can't accept that. That's unacceptable to me. It just is. So we have gotten blown away. This right here was different, though. We've gotten blown away this year. But it was something different about this. It was like we folded. It's almost like we just gave up. Like there was no chance of us doing anything with the basketball on this. Guard play was just horrible. People say all the time, yo, dog, the NCAA tournament's about guard play. Yeah, we don't have it. And guess what? And guess who didn't go out and prepare for that last off season? He had all off seasons. No excuses, all off seasons. He had the whole time. He wasn't rushed to put together a team. We know what he did his first year here at Kentucky. We get that. We know what he did. But he had no excuses in this offseason this last year of putting this team together by not going out and getting the right personnel and not going out and gamble. Don't freaking gamble with my emotions anymore, Coach Pope. Don't do that no more, man. This means too much to me. Don't gamble. Give me $1 million. I'll show up for you. No unhealthy players. The top of the page, there's a link. Click it, call in. Keep it to 2 minutes, guys. Let's just keep it to 2 minutes. Say what you got to say, and let's keep it moving. And let's hope we get a lot of phone calls, okay? That's just how I'm feeling right now, man. I apologize, but hey, I got emotions too. This ain't right, man. This ain't right. Something off about this. Something smells kind of fishy here. Coach Pope, is this his last chance at coach? Is this year? Is it do or die for Coach Pope? I just want to know. Yeah, a lot of these dudes are going to transfer. They are. A lot of them going to transfer out. And look, I'm going to be real. I don't have any inside scoop. Jasper Johnson announced he's in it already. He done announced he's in the transfer already. He didn't waste no time. But that's obvious, though. That ain't no big secret. You could tell he was waiting. But see, here's the thing with Jasper Johnson, and I know he's a young dude. BC, you gonna use your camera tonight, big guy? Let me see. There's BC right there. What's up, brother?
What up?
So, not sure if you know all right, but you know Jasper Johnson's already announced he's leaving. He didn't waste no time. I'm not surprised.
It's a surprise for me. You know,
not me.
You can't. Yeah, you've been saying the whole time.
Yeah.
That you thought Jasper would be the one leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, Jasper's gone.
Some other guys too.
Oh yeah, I think Jelovich is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think BG is gone. I think his 2-year contract is up. I think he's gone.
Right now, I'm at the point, Mike. Man, I don't know who will stay. I'm thinking I'm 100% that Colin will stay.
Cam's going to stay, I think.
Like you said, you never know.
Yeah, anything could change.
Colin is the only one that I'm like 100% that will stay.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to have to play a lot better than what he did down the stretch of the year, because these last few games, he hasn't exactly been a shining star. And I hate to call him out like it, because he's a better player and he's more capable of doing better.
Yeah, it's like I always said all year. Colin frustrates me so much because he is so athletic that he could get 18, 20 points. But here's the thing with coaches, just like we know, the goal is when you playing against Colin Chandler, make him put the ball on the floor, because all Colin wants to do is shoot threes or dunk.
Yeah. And
then this team, they came down, they had a, you know, they are a defensive team. Like you said, we haven't seen a defensive team like this all year. And their goal was to get up in our jerseys and get us where we can't get into our offense. When a team like that is so good defensively and you try to get and you trying to get in your offense and you can't, you make a whole lot of turnovers. So it's a point when you like, okay, well, if I can't get to the first pass or the second pass, put the ball on the floor and get to the hole. But we only have 2 players that can do that. So the thing is, BBN, we were outmatched, plain and simple.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat 5 or 6 guys that can score versus only 2 guys that can score. Not going to win. Especially when you're playing a good defensive team that's not allowing you to get in your offense.
Absolutely. Was that defense just too much for us tonight?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. When you, like I said, Big Mike, when you only got 2 guys that can get themselves a bucket, and you go look at the stats, we had two guys in double figures, Denzel and Oway, and they had like 5 guys in double. All the starters was in double figures. Now, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but when you put that together, and I show you the stats, you like, oh, okay, that team beat the crap out of the other team. Then,
yeah.
it's
Make
basketball. You don't have to be Einstein to play basketball.
Yeah.
So we were outmatched. We were outmatched going into the game because they are very good defensively. They wasn't going to keep missing wide open shots. And then we go on a drought where can we throw the ball down low to anybody? Is anybody else going to score other than Denzel or Ortega?
Nope.
They knew that, just like you know that.
And BC, that's exactly why I said they were so confident in who they was as a defensive team that they could triple team us because they wasn't worried about the guy up under the rim. Because we're so good at defense, we're not gonna let you even get a shot to even throw the ball to the guy down. The wide open guy, that 2 wide open guys at that. We're not even gonna let you do that. That's what's so disappointed about this, BC.
Well, Mike, if you're playing, it's easy to guard a team that only got 2 players that can get themselves a shot. It's hard to guard a team that all 5 players are capable of scoring. So it is what it is. It's reality.
Yeah.
We just all year that's been our struggle. We only got 2 guys that can score, especially when Collins not being aggressive.
He's not. And I don't know what's going on with him, bro. This dude got scratches all over his neck. Maybe that's just he's getting fouled on the floor. I don't know. What's Mark Pope got to do in the offseason, BC? What's the absolute must?
You got to get thoroughbreds. And that
ain't happening here.
That's
he better hit the transfer portal for that then.
That's not rocket science. You got to get the thoroughbreds. I don't care if you're the late great Dean Smith, Phil Jackson, Billy Donovan, Calipari, or who. You got to get the thoroughbreds. I don't care how a great coach is only as good as their players.
Yeah. Does any of this fall on Pope's head? Or are you just 100% just throwing it out to the players?
Well, it all falls on Mark Pope's head if you're looking at it from a fan perspective, because the coach is always going to get the blame, no matter what.
But this is the team that he put together. He didn't take the necessary steps to go out there to make sure that you don't bring a 2 guard in to back up a true point guard. You got to have a true point guard that's going to come in to back up a true point guard. So why did he do that for? He thought Jasper was going to be a 1. He thought Colin was going to be a 1.
I think that Mark Pope wasn't anticipating the injury with Lowe.
Come on, BC, stop it, BC.
No, I'm just saying.
BC, stop it.
Did any of us think Lowe was going to get hurt?
You don't get to go out like that this year. No. Hear me out, bro. You got to have a backup plan.
If Lowe wasn't hurt and he was playing and you are giving him a rest, that's what Denzel was for, to give him enough rest to run the point guard. He wasn't expecting Denzel to be, you got to be our point guard for the whole season. Well, he wasn't expecting that, and he was expecting JQ to come back healthy. Now, did he gamble? Yes, he did. Yeah. It was a bad gamble.
Yeah, bad gamble.
Because any coach, that's just like the injuries. Nobody was expecting Texas Tech coach wasn't expecting Topping to get hurt.
Yeah.
Iowa State wasn't expecting their best player to get hurt. It happens. Those guys got hurt, and he gambled with those guys, and it went downhill.
It did. But
not giving Pope a pass. Yes, he put the team together, but he wasn't expecting those injuries.
Absolutely. So, hey, I'm gonna let Kentucky wins and lose-ins for about 2 minutes or so, and then you and I we're gonna finish our conversation. So let me let him in right fast. Okay. Kentucky wins and lose. How you doing, brother?
What up?
I was hoping. Yeah. Okay. Hey, BC.
Hey, what's up?
I was hoping to get on here with you. You're right. You're only. I mean, well, here's the thing. You're only as good as your players, right? So, and that's kind of been our problem, right? And that's why everybody's been against Mark Pope and the whole thing. Now it's kind of at the point where do you go from here? Because we don't have anybody coming in. We'll get probably some decent recruits to the transfer portal, but
the transfer portal guys, are they going to be role players, or
right?
They're going to be more role players, or are we going to get some dogs in here? We're going to get some guys that want to bark. Because right now, that's what it seems like.
It doesn't seem like any of that to me. It seems like
even
we're watching the decline
of the Kentucky Wildcats,
of our program, yes.
of our programs. That's right.
It's depressing, man.
That is depressing. It is.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing the way we lost. They started that game so well. I was like, yeah, we're hitting threes. Chandler started hitting threes, and we were doing things, and all of a sudden Iowa State comes back to end the first half. I'm like, okay, we're good. We just got to come back out and do what we got to do, and then we got embarrassed.
They flat out, hey, as they said back in the day, BC, they mollywopped us, bro. Period.
Yeah.
They put it on us. Absolutely. They played big boy basketball from the head coach.
They were trapping Aberdeen, and he just did not know what to do.
Didn't.
I'm like Aberdeen, come on, man, you just pass out of it, but they just kept trapping us, and
that was their goal.
20 turnovers. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that was the worst goal to trap Oway and Aberdeen and take it out of their hands and make other guys beat them. But here's the thing with the trying to get in your offense. I wish Mark Pope in the second half, I wish he would have came out and said, hey, let's go to four corners. These guys aren't going to let us get in the offense. We trying to get in the offense, and the next thing you know, we got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah. I wish Mark Pope would have said, hey, Denzel, Ortega, get the ball. Let's spread the court. Y'all get downhill, go to the bucket. We're gonna muddy this game up. As you see in the first half, those guys wasn't hitting shots. They was getting wide open shots. But they came out and we was getting points, and we went up because we was getting points out of our trying to set up our offense. When we was going to try to set up our offense, they was like, nope, you're not getting into your offense. So when guys are playing defense like that and you can't get in your offense, you gotta go to another alternative, and that's either fake left, fake right, and get to the bucket.
And it's just like you said, BC. You got two guys that could do that, and they shut both of them down.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you got. And I think Ortega had maybe 20, Denzel had 17, something like that.
Right.
And other than that, that's it. And they knew the game plan. And we didn't play nobody all year that took us out of our offense like that.
Yeah, but we all knew this, right? We knew we were going to have a bunch of turnovers. We even did against Santa Clara. It's just that we shot 50% from the field. We were able to overcome all the double-digit turnovers. But it's been that way all year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of where we're at. And you said the same thing I said. We just don't have the horses. You got to get the horses.
Yeah.
I think the only team
Oway should not be your best player. He shouldn't be. But he has been.
He is.
I know.
Always a beast.
I know, but he's not going to get – I mean, do you think he's going to get drafted?
Yeah.
Second round?
I don't know. It only takes one team to draft you. I didn't think Reed Shepard's going to get drafted number 3 pick.
Oh, Reed. Oh,
Yeah.
But it just takes one team to say, I like this guy, which he's a gym rat. He improved on his 3-point shooting. He improved on his mid-range game, getting to the hole. That guy's a beast. If we didn't have him, we wouldn't have even made the tournament.
I agree 100%. But he should not be your main guy. And when you're talking about Reed and Oweh, I'm not sure that I can compare the two, you know?
Hey, Kentucky, you keep talking. People want you to scoot back from the computer so they can see you. If you're not able to scoot back, I'll just turn your monitor off, but you keep talking though, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah, I just probably had to adjust my cam.
Yeah. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's better right there.
Go.
Yeah. That's better right there. Yeah. Thanks,
Sorry
Doc.
about that.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
It's just, I'm not sure. Do you think at this point, and here's my question for everybody in the chat, all of BBN, do you think we just need to just blow this whole thing up again? Because I'm not sure that where we're at right now is where we need to be going, because where we're going right now, it sure doesn't look good, right?
No, it doesn't. Well, when you say blow it up, that sounds like you're talking about get clean house with coaches, players, and everything, and just start fresh.
Here's the thing with that. I'm not trying to make any excuses for Mark Pope. Here's the thing. Mark Pope has been 2 years where he's been plagued with injuries. If this team was healthy and this result happened, I'm not going to come to Mark Pope's defense on anything.
Okay.
But let's be realistic. We didn't have our point guard. We didn't have JQ, who we thought was going to be our rim protector.
Right,
a guy that can score in the post.
Pope took a flyer on him because he needed a 5-star.
Yeah, and I understand that, but I wish we could have had our full roster.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
would things be different? I don't know, but I wish we would have had our full roster. That's the only thing that I'm saying. Like for Mark Pope. He has been plagued with injuries since he's been here at Kentucky.
Right.
Bad luck.
That's my point. That's my point, BC. When you bring in a guy who has been a point guard, J-Lo, all of his life, and then you expect Aberdeen to come in and be a backup. He's a 2, but you bring him in and says, well, if anything happens, we'll just bring Aberdeen in. Why don't you go out and get a true point guard to back up your point guard? Well, I don't get it. You got to set these guys up for success.
Like I was saying, he wasn't expecting Lowe to get hurt, and I get what you're saying. You need it was like if Lowe needed a rest, you could use Aberdeen to run the point guard for a little bit, and then bring Lowe back in. But he wasn't expecting Lowe to get hurt. Like I said, that's a gamble. I agree with what you're saying. I agree exactly with what you saying.
We lost two point guards, Butler and Kerr.
But you had Travis Perry, and then you had Kerr who was out last year.
That's what I'm.
Kerr was a big loss. I agree.
So that's what I'm saying injuries, though.
I get that though, but my point is this though: once you have your main point guard in Lamont Butler, a true point guard, and he gets hurt, and then you got Kerr who gets hurt, and now you left for trying to help somebody else try to play. You gonna ask Travis Perry to play point guard at Kentucky at this level? You got to go out this year.
He was a point guard though. You had 3 point guards last year.
Not at this level though. Not at this level.
What are you going to go by? If you got a guy that's eating it up and killing it in high school, and he's a point guard, what are you going to do?
He's a Kentucky kid. I give him a pass. A little.
Okay. Reed Shepard was a Kentucky kid. Yes. We can't help it that Travis Perry didn't live up to his standards, and Reed Shepard did.
Hey, Reese Shepard's on another level. Yeah,
Yes.
it was just amazing.
Yes.
Travis Perry was on another level coming out of high school.
Not Reed Shepard.
No, not
Reed
Reese Shepard.
Shepard.
Hey man,
No.
listen.
No.
Travis Perry scored a whole bunch of points coming out of high school. One of the best point guards coming out of high school, Kentucky. How many people you know are going to say, "Well, I'm going to pass on that"? And if he comes to Kentucky and he don't show up, that's just like A-Cup. If he came to Arkansas and didn't show up, what do you do? Every kid that comes to Kentucky that you get, it's a gamble.
Yeah, but
when you're a coach.
A-Cuff is a 5-star.
Hey, Perry is a shooter.
He was coming in.
I get that, but
Perry's
it has been players that haven't been a 5-star that came to Kentucky and got down.
Yeah.
So it's a gamble. Whatever you doing, you playing Russian roulette. You playing blackjack.
Well,
I tell you what, you know what? I tell you what,
but I get what you're saying on he should have had a backup point guard. I get that.
We will agree to disagree. But if Mark Pope doesn't go out and bring in a true point guard, a true proven point, somebody that's willing to say, you know what, I don't mind coming off the bench. He's going to go out because I'm not sure if Jalen's going to stay or not. I don't know. Are we going to clean house? Because I don't know if he's one hit or if he's one swipe or if he's one anything away from re-aggravating that shoulder and then he's done again.
That's the other thing too, Big Mike. We don't know what's going to happen because you got Mitch going out. Of course, he's going to take a nice cushy position, and we're going to bring in a new AD, and we're going to have to get a GM, and that's coming. Both of those things are coming. We can all agree on that, right?
Well, we don't know we know AD is coming. We don't know if the GM is coming. We don't know if Mark Pope is going to put his freaking pride to the side and says, go get a GM. What the freak is he waiting for?
But that's the thing I'm saying about a new AD too.
Yeah.
Mark Pope may not be our coach after that happens. We don't know what's going to happen.
But the AD is he's in the He's a step down from Mitch Barnhart. Isn't he in the same family? Isn't he kind of taking over?
No, not necessarily. Mitch Barnhart is just kind of in a cushy position. He's a advisor, so to speak, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like they created a new position for him.
Check this out. I got a question. This is like to Mr. Durr and the people are saying that, I'm losing my mind. What am I saying that is not true?
Like what?
I get exactly what y'all saying about Mark Pope.
Yeah.
Put the team together. Yes, he did.
Yes.
Yeah,
but what am I saying about that's not true when it comes to a point where you have injuries?
It's because, BC, when you're talking about losing guys like JQ and Jalen Lowe, and of course,
which we really never had JQ.
Right. Exactly, but I think that's what a lot of people go back to. They go back to the JQ thing because you brought him in knowing he was hurt, and you may never get any of his minutes.
I understand that. That's why I said it was a gamble.
I know, and it makes a lot of people, especially it just makes a lot of Kentucky fans upset.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I think a lot of that's where it's coming from.
I get that. I get that.
Hey, Kentucky, on Winslow Lewis. Hey, I got another call coming in right here. I appreciate you calling in, brother.
Yes, sir, man. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay.
All right, man.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. Okay, thank you so much.
Go Cats.
Yeah. Hey, go Cats. Ronald, can you? Hey, Mr. Clark. Hey, sir. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you slide over to your left? So you can be in the camera if you're able to. Yeah.
We want to see. We want to see your face, man. Everybody wanted me to show my face. We want to see your face.
Yeah. Could you just slide over to your left so you can be centered?
I got you.
Okay.
For a long time, for the first time,
oh man, we ain't gonna be able to do that.
I agree with you. I'm against. Yeah. Can you see me?
I can see you, but your audio is messing up pretty bad.
The shooting that Kentucky did.
I'm sorry, we missed that. We can't. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Clark, I'm sorry, sir. Your connection is really bad, and we can't hear you.
How about now?
It's in and out. I mean, we can see you, but the audio is in and out a lot, so we can't really hear you.
How about now? Can you hear me a little better?
Okay.
Can you hear me a little better?
Yeah. Well, it's just going in and out. Yeah.
Check.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, now I agree with BC about everything he's right about injuries. If you are a coach and you have all these injuries, yeah, you might not be successful if you want to be.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay. Now let's be real. If he had his squad, yeah, if he had everybody in a perfect world, a utopia, it'd be great. He would go. It's a Final Four team. What he failed to do is adjust to his team's strengths. That's what he failed to do as a coach and the coaching staff. And he failed to get these guys to play as a team. They wasn't playing as a team all year. And when they got to a place where they played me ball, as they did on several games.
Hey, Mr. Clark, I'm so
Recruiting
sorry.
wise,
yeah,
he's got to go in that portal and he got to hit home run. Stuff. I'm even agreeing with BC today. Okay. He's got to get in that portal and hit home runs. 2 point guards, 2 4s, centers, everything. He's got to hit a home run with everybody. He has 1 more year left. He is on the hot seat starting 2 hours ago when he lost.
He's been on the hot seat
give him 1 more
since
year.
he came here.
But if he met, yeah, well, he was in that frying pan, like you said, but he is officially on the hot seat now. He has got to handle everything perfect this year. Right now, the fans are saying, what kind of year are we going to have? He has 6 months to deal with this stuff. He has tomorrow or tonight, get on that phone, get in that portal, because you ain't getting no high school kids. Get in that portal and go. You might fly all over the world to get you a player, to get you a dog that can get you some points at the point guard. You gotta fire some coaches. Fire coaches, or you be fired. You got to be hard on this. This is Kentucky, man. I was born and raised in Paducah, Kentucky. Paducah. I've been a Wildcat fan all my life. Since I could remember the Rick Robies and I can remember all of them, man. 1978, seeing them, man. And I told you, I love to go. If I go to Rupp, I love to sing Rupp and sing that my old Kentucky home. I might sing it at my funeral one day. I would put that in my. But I'm just a Kentucky fan, man. I hate when they lose and everything, especially basketball. I can deal with it in football just a little bit, but how we lose in basketball, they might not be as talented, but you can. But I have no excuse for effort, and the coaches didn't have an effort, and the players didn't have an effort.
Absolutely.
If I was a coach, people be already. I ain't redshirting nobody. If you can play.
Yep.
If you can play. Still be lost. We need to go in one of them high schools in Nashville and just practice till we can't practice till our backs break out. Go out. That's how you got to be tough. You got to be hungry for this stuff. man,
Yeah.
hungry, and we
We're
wasn't
hungry for
hungry.
it, man. We weren't hungry for it.
It just makes me so mad because I might not have the talent, but I'm gonna kill myself on this court. I'm not letting you, as a point guard, turning my back on you, and you no. If I do it, I'm taking you out with me. That's the mentality you got to have at Kentucky. You can't come up here, man. I think my wife. I'm yelling, but my wife is probably saying stop yelling. But I know it's 2 minutes, but I agree with BC. Injuries, but he failed to do it. She just shut the door on me. You failed to do adjustments.
Yeah.
I have never yelled like this. Now my wife shut the door on me in my man cave, so
that's
I
cool.
can't. I couldn't watch no more, man.
Yeah.
When they started losing the game when it was 30-31. That's when they started losing. I said it's over.
Yep.
They don't have the mentality. They don't have the guts. They don't have the drive. They don't have it to compete on that level. Get you some players who can compete on that level. If I mean, bring them from the studs, take them down, strip them from the studs, and bring somebody in there. Bulldogs, man. Bulldogs in there. Okay.
That's it.
All right. I'm calm down.
Mr. Clark, I appreciate you, bro, for calling in. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Next week I'll call again next Thursday.
Yeah, I'll be live next Thursday night. I will be.
Okay, this Thursday. I'm sorry, this Thursday coming up.
Yeah. Okay, this Thursday coming up. Hey, thanks, Mr. Clark. I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, Mike, for talking.
You too.
BC, you have a good one too now. Okay.
All right,
Mr. Clark. Thanks, sir.
Bye.
Yeah. I don't know how to get over this, BC. I mean, it's a game, and it's a thing called real life. But this one's gonna hurt for a while. This is gonna hurt for a while.
Yeah, back to the Mark Pope thing. If he had, like I said, if JQ was healthy, Lowe was healthy, like I said, I don't know if it made a difference. We never know. But if we lost by like that and had turnovers like that, now I'm looking from afar and saying, "Hey, Mark Pope, I can't vouch for you on this one." I can't see. I don't hate Mark Pope. I don't hate anybody. I like Calipari because he used to be a coach at Kentucky. Anybody that played or coached at Kentucky, I got nothing but love for him.
Okay.
When Bam scored 83 on my channel, I went and went off because people were talking about he did it this way, this and that, whatever. Anybody that's at Kentucky, I love you forever. If you go to NBA or whatever. But if Mark Pope had his full roster and this happened, I'm definitely on your side. I'm definitely on your side.
But BC, he can't get a pass for bringing in a player that he wasn't sure
I'm not giving him a pass for that.
And I understand
I'm not giving him a pass for that
because he doesn't like. I mean, you got a guy who was you got a guy that was possibly a lottery pick if he did get healthy and get back. Mm-hmm. But then the person back behind him was such a major drop off from JQ to the other players. It was a major drop off. So you don't have, it ain't like you. So basically what you're saying is we got guys who are well below who JQ is. Maybe they can hold it down for 2.5 months, 3 months for us until they get back on their feet. So Mark Pope, I love Mark Pope, and you guys know I never say Mark Pope needs to be fired. That's not what I do here on this channel. I don't call for people to leave. I don't call for people to get fired. But Coach Pope, he's got to carry this on his back, man, because he didn't get somebody that was just as almost equivocally good or better than JQ, and he relied on somebody that was much lower to come in and do a job that he's already paying JQ to do.
And you remember at the beginning of the season, I never thought this was a $22 million roster.
Okay.
I told y'all that plenty of times. I was like, yeah, if NIL was back in 2015, I'd be like, yeah, that team was a $22 million roster.
Yeah.
I thought this team was going to win like 20, 21 games. I said that.
Well,
everybody
21
was
games.
excited. Number
Yep.
9 national championship, all this stuff. Expectations was high for a lot of people. And when those expectations don't get met, now it's problem in the home. Mark Pope, I'm not a biased individual. A lot of people don't like Mark Pope, and no matter what he does, they're not going to like him.
Okay.
But truth and facts is what it is. I get what you're saying about building the roster. I definitely understand that. But at the same time, those guys was hurt. Should he got JQ? Should he gamble with that? Probably not. I wouldn't. I'm not going to get a guy. It's just like his NBA stock just went down because he's hurt.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, we didn't have a point guard. He got hurt. Now, what I'm saying is, I wish we would have had I wish we would have had our full roster.
Yeah.
Now, you go out and this happens when you got a full roster, I can't vouch for you.
I got you. But it's just like when you put together a team like this, and don't get me wrong, I mean we've had some very low moments this year, and we've had some high moments this year. I've rejoiced when we was high, and I've been upset when we was low. So I'm keeping it even keel, no matter what happens this year. I'm keeping it, and I got to look at it for bigger than just I'm a fan of Kentucky. You got to look at how much this means to a lot of people, and this is people's life. You're telling Kentucky fans that by the end of March we're done. Basketball season's over. Mm-hmm. We can't even make it to the second. We can't even make it out of the first weekend. You telling Kentucky fans, and you want them to accept the fact that now it's just over. So what am I supposed to do? Go back and watch rerun games all summer long? Because I don't have a coach that can plan out long enough to project what he feel like he's going to need to get through the year. If you feel like Coach Pope, if you feel like that, if you feel so confident that if J-Lo gets hurt, then Aberdeen can step up and play that point guard who's not a point guard, then that's not a smart coach. Because we already know,
Do you think that it's here's the thing. I don't think that I think he was confident enough in Aberdeen to give J-Lo rest.
Okay.
But then the injury happened, and then it all went to crap because now you don't have a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like you saying, should have had another guy that could run the point instead of having about 3 or 4 two guards. And I definitely get that. I agree with you on that. But his mindset was J-Lo's not going to get hurt. When he need rest, I can bring in Denzel.
Okay.
But it didn't work that way.
What would happen if you got a big fire that breaks out in the building, and they get and they get a call? We got a fire down here on Jefferson Street. So what happens? They send one truck down. Well, this one truck is going to be okay. We're going to leave that other truck on the other side of town. We don't need you guys because this truck right here ain't going to run out of water. And this truck right here is going to be able to, this single fire truck is going to be able to put out this blazing fire.
And it runs out of water. I get it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I see exactly what you're saying. So
the point is, bring that second truck with you. Let him sit there. And then when they start running out of water, you guys start hooking up. So we don't miss a beat. And that's the problem, and that's the issue that I have with Coach Pope and how he did this team, is that he didn't prepare for that extra truck. He thought that truck was never going to run out of water. That's the issue.
Hey, I get it.
And we hear on that.
I understand what you're saying.
So, this is a, everybody, first of all, the honeymoon for Coach Pope is gone. It's been depleted. Period. There's no more honeymoon for Coach Pope. And if he don't have a slam dunk this year in the portal, if he don't spend a true $22 million
Well,
in,
hey, here's the
in the
thing.
portal.
Here's the thing. Whether you Coach Pope or you any coach in the country,
Yeah.
with the portal and guys coming in from high school, now your team changes just about every year. That's like I always said, coaching college basketball is harder than coaching the NBA. Because now every year almost you got a whole new different team. It's you're lucky if you can get two guys to stay that was in your rotation. Okay. Because guys don't think they played enough and then they go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it's hard being a coach in college basketball because every year you have to, it's a rebuilding year.
It is. What players from this year, if you was coach, you already said that you're probably 100% sure that Collins coming back. If you was Coach Pope, what player on this team, maybe outside of Cam, do you go back to stay? And keep it 100 with me. Which player do you? Yeah.
If I was a coach, I would try to get, everybody to stay that's been in the system and build chemistry off that. Chemistry is big. But it doesn't work when guys can go after the money.
Should the players get pink slips since they're getting paid now? Should they go back to their locker and have a pink slip in their locker? It says we don't need you no more.
That's over my head.
That's tough, ain't it?
That's over my head right there.
I mean, if guys are not going to show up and play basketball, man, and play to
Let me ask you this: did our guys come out and play hard and was just outmatched, or did they not play hard?
Okay, good question. Did you watch pretty much the whole game, I assume? I want to bring up two questions that challenge that. And both of them are from bigs. I'll start with Jelly. Early in the first quarter or mid second quarter or whatever it was, their point guard, would you say he's shorter than Jelic is?
Their what point guard?
Their point guard. Would you say he's shorter than He went to the basket hard. What did Jelly do? Jelly turned his back and was like, please don't dunk on me. Please. That's example number one. Does that sound like somebody who's willing to play hard? Next question is, BG, the guy looked him in the face in the second half and says, I dare you try to stop me. And not only did he get a foul on BG, but he got an N1 on him and then looked at him and laughed because come on, man. That ain't hard.
Okay,
that's effort.
Let me ask you this.
That's effort, BC.
Effort means a whole lot.
Yeah.
But what if a guy or a team is just as talented as you are? What if no matter what the turtle do, he's not going to beat the rabbit in a foot race.
Yeah.
So you have to go another alternative. So
you played ball before.
You
played ball before.
Yeah, it's times where you look at a guy and say, "Dang, you just better than me today." Unfortunately, in the NCAA tournament, it could be the end of your career or the season. Sometimes it's just a guy, they just better than you.
Yeah, but you know what? If you're 6'11" and you got a little point guard coming in there, you don't turn your back on him. You don't turn your back.
I don't know if he was trying to not get a foul or what he was trying to do on that.
He didn't have no fouls.
I don't know.
He didn't have no fouls.
You would think, hey, throw that in the cheap seats. But here's the thing. Here's my question to you. Is Jelly known for that?
He ain't known for being physical. Then there you have it.
I guess here's a lot of things with this, Big Mike. We're expecting animals to fly that can't fly.
Well,
but like you always say, it comes down to attitude. It comes down to effort. It comes down to being a beast. That's like a lion is the king of the jungle, but it's not the fastest animal. It's not the biggest animal. It doesn't have venom where it bites you, it'll kill you. But the animal is considered the king of the jungle because of its attitude.
I got you.
So if you have players that, man, they're not better than the other team. They're not better. That's like you said. If this was a 7-game series, Kentucky, they might get one. They might get one game because they were just outmatched.
Okay,
it's a point. Yeah. It's a point in life you have to say, teams better. They were good defensively. They good offensively. They had a game plan, and we couldn't do nothing.
Well, then they had a game. They had a game plan, and we didn't. Then
sometimes, like I said, we can say, well, that guy didn't play hard. That guy didn't do that, or that guy was scared, and that guy was just outmatched.
I'll tell you what, you 6'11", and you're gonna turn your back. You're gonna turn your back to a.
I don't know why. I don't know why he turned his back. I do not know.
6-point guard. Come on, that's just disrespectful in the Kentucky uniform. And
I do not know.
And BC, not BC, but BG had fouling, and then whatever, bro. I'm over it.
Here's the thing, Big Mike. We like the Calipari years. We were used to getting dogs in here.
Yeah.
Now think about this. We was used to getting dogs in here. Calipari had a couple of years where got beat first game of the tournament, and Kentucky fans was like, "Hey, he gotta go."
Hey, Chris, can you turn your TV down?
TV's not even on.
Well, it's an echo, Dan. We're getting a really bad echo, bro.
Oh, dang. I don't know where it's coming from because the TV's not even on. I'm the only one in the room.
Hello. Yeah.
I'm here.
Hey, no, I was just testing it or whatever. Would you mind going out and coming back in again, see if that fixes it?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, thanks, Chris.
Yeah, come back, Chris.
Yeah, definitely come back.
Okay.
So let me see if he knows how to get out of here. I can get him out.
That's like, I give you another. That's like Hubert Davis. He played in North Carolina, just like Mark Pope did.
They're gonna get rid of him too.
And his job is on the line because
yes, it is.
North Carolina, they're not getting the players like they used to.
Nope.
You got to have those dogs. You got to. Because you can be a real good coach. But if you got those dogs, it makes you a great coach.
Yes, it does.
Now, you tell me any coach that we consider a great coach that didn't have the dogs. And now when Mark Pope was hired, here's what I said.
Yeah.
Mark Pope was the last resort.
Because he was.
Because when Calipari left, a lot of coaches in the NCAA, they looked and said, well, dang, Calipari is a Hall of Famer. He's going to win you 20, 25, 26, 28 games a year. But might get tossed in the first round. He might get to the Sweet 16, or he could win a national championship. And you could take a team to a national championship that you thought wasn't going to take to the national championship.
Yeah.
But at Kentucky, that wasn't good enough. So when we got Mark Pope, I was like, Mark Pope? Man, really?
How do I change this?
But, hey, Yeah, I know Kentucky fans are mad.
Yeah, I'm furious.
And I always
BC.
told you got to get those McDonald's All-Americans. They the best players in college.
Yeah.
I always told you that.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, Chris. I think the echo's gone too. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. What's on your mind, man?
So I know a lot of people are going to think, hey, Mandy Chris is called in. He's here to bag on Kentucky and all this kind of stuff. But trust me, that is not what this is about.
Go ahead.
This is a basketball chat, right?
Yes, it is. Absolutely. And I'm mad.
I get it. I get it. But here's the thing. What you see Kentucky and Vanderbilt and a lot of SEC teams doing right now just doesn't work on the national stage. We saw it last night. Vanderbilt, the type of defense that Nebraska played on us. I mean, it was in your face. It's the best pressure defense I've seen out of anybody all season long. We saw that today with Iowa State.
Yep.
We don't see that in the SEC. Part of that is because of the players that we bring in and the players that SEC schools are using, right?
Yeah.
Here's the problem. When Mark Pope chooses to pursue Jalen Lowe in the transfer portal, when you had Boogie Fland and Jason Edwards, guys that have done it in the SEC, and he leaves them out and goes and gets a guy that has a history of injury problems that in his career averaged more turnovers than steals. What do you expect the results to be when you do that? It's probably not going to be a good result, right?
Right.
So you have to fix who you're going after in the transfer portal, number one. You have to fix the system that you play, because if you don't face pressure defense like you faced today or that a Vanderbilt faced last night on the national stage, it's not going to work. But in with that, here comes the bigger problem.
Yeah.
NIL.
Okay.
So here's the problem with NIL. Kentucky's got a great history. They are to college basketball what Alabama is to college football. But we also see what NIL has done to Alabama in football too. They're no longer the giant. They're no longer the team that everybody wants to go play for, because now I can get paid to go play somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Unfortunately, NIL has leveled the playing field. And it's going to take more than just guys looking for a bag to come and turn things around. Vanderbilt's in the same position. We had a guy come in last year, Frankie Collins. We gave him a bag. He never played a single SEC game this year. You know why? He had an injury. Guess what? His rehab was done on February 1st. He quit the team. Never played a single minute in SEC basketball. That's what you got out of JQ. That's what you got out of Jalen Lowe. All they wanted was a bag. Their heart wasn't in it to give all they had to play for the team they were on. I don't know how to fix that.
That's one of the things I'm saying, Chris. That's why I say it's harder being a coach in college than it is in the NBA.
Yes, it is.
Here's the thing.
Absolutely.
We talk about Mark Pope didn't get this person. He didn't get that person. I don't know. I like I said, I'm not. I can't get in people's heads. All I can go by is what I see. How we know if Mark Pope? I know Smith for Purdue. I think he was one of the players that Kentucky was wanting to go after. Braden Smith. Yeah. But what if these players are saying, nah, like the Boogie Flans or whatever, nah, I don't want to go to Kentucky. See, it's so much stuff that we don't know, but as fans would say anything and we don't know. We can say, well, we can go out and get this person, we can go out and get that person, we can go get this person, that person. What if they don't want to come to Kentucky? See, we don't think about stuff like that.
And that's what happened in your basketball coaching search, right? Everybody said, "Oh, we're Kentucky. We got the money. We can go out and get any coach we want."
And it
guess
don't always
what?
work like that.
And guess
Nope.
what happened? Every named coach that was supposed to be a target, Hurley, Oates, Drew from Baylor, every one of them said, "Yeah, no thanks." Now, my question is, and this is a hard subject for you guys to talk about because you're fans, right?
Well,
Well, I try not to think like a fan, Chris.
Yeah,
but how much fan reaction plays into players not wanting to go to Kentucky or coaches not wanting to go to Kentucky because they see how the fan base is passionate and they react.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes,
Pope's had 2 years. One of them he came in shorthanded, and
Yeah.
people call him for his job. I don't understand it. This isn't the same as Bryce Drew going winless in the SEC. This isn't the same. He's getting you in the tournament. He's doing what needs to be done. He's giving you a chance to make that run, right? This isn't Bryce Drew. Why are the fans wanting him gone after 2 years? You don't build a program like that.
Chris, that's exactly what I'm saying. I always say, I have never coached on this level. It's a whole lot that goes into it. It's recruiting, it's coaching, it's all that. That's what I be saying. I gotta take a back seat to a coach. Now, if a coach goes out there just think it up, yeah, I'm gonna be the first to tell you. But it's a whole lot that goes into this, especially at the college level now when you got NIL and everything. Some people might not want it. Could be Mark Pope that they don't want to play for, or it could be the fan base that they don't want to play for.
That's very true. Very true.
And it's even worse. And it's even worse if it's a combination of both.
Because now every player, because of social media, knows what every fan is saying versus 20 years ago.
And that's why, Chris, that's why it's so critical for myself. I allow people to come on here, especially in the comments, to say what they got to say. But what I choose to do and what we choose to do on this show is that even though we're angry, we're not going to bash these kids. Well,
right.
We're not. I mean, we're not going to bash these young men. We're not even going to bash Coach Pope. We're just going to say that changes need to be made in the sense of let's get the right personnel in here that can go win some ball games. And for me, even though me and BC didn't totally agree on it, when you go out and you get a Cadillac, but then you want a Honda Accord to want to be the backup of it when the Cadillac goes bad, then it ain't gonna happen. You can't expect Aberdeen to come in here and be a point guard because at any given day, look at Cam Williams, for example. The guy was just walking down the court, non-contact injury, broke his foot. It happens.
Yep,
so
it happens.
if you're not going to prepare for that, then that's shaming on you, Coach Pope, because you know in this game, at any given second, a player can get hurt, even if it's non-contact. And if you're going to go out there, if you're going to be smart enough, or if you're going to seem to be smart enough, and you say, well, we'll turn a shooting guard into a point guard overnight if we have to, and that's exactly what happened. He did, yeah.
And I agree with you on that, Mike.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely, you sure did, yeah. So this is on Coach Pope to stop feeling like you're so freaking smart and get somebody in there that can help you, that we can put the pieces together. The silliest thing in the world is to continue to try to put a circle inside of a square. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And like I said, this isn't me.
Yeah.
Bagging on
you good,
Kentucky.
Chris.
This is just a reality check for
of college basketball.
Look at Mark Byington, right?
Yeah.
Had a great season. Guess what? We only know of 2 guys on the entire roster coming back next year. And one of them is Chandler Bing, who is a true freshman. We don't even know if Tyler Tanner's coming back. He might be going to the NBA. So
it's rough, man.
How do you build a roster like that? So
that's rough.
I think people need to slow down on the fire Mark Pope stuff, because I've been there in football, especially with the revolving door coaching, making changes every 2 or 3 years. You don't build anything that way.
Yeah, I got you.
Slow down. Give them an opportunity. It's going to take 4 years from start to finish to build a program the way he wants that program to run.
Well, I tell you what, it's definitely not going in the right direction. So he better hurry up.
I feel you.
Yeah, he does. He does. Hey, yeah.
I feel your pain. I hate that it went down the way it did. You guys got off to a great start. I was highly impressed with the way you started the game.
Yeah.
But Iowa State, man, they are a whole problem.
Yeah, they are.
Even without the big guy.
Yeah.
And I can see them getting all the way to the Final Four.
Yeah.
I had them in my Final Four to begin with. That team is
it's
legit.
Good.
So is Nebraska. So is Nebraska. The way they play defense, they have a chance against anybody.
Absolutely. Hey, Chris, I got another caller, man. I appreciate everything you had to say, man. I don't like it when you call in and hey, I don't like it when you call in and you and BC agree. So don't call in again, okay?
You guys
appreciate
have a great
you, Chris.
day. Good luck to your women.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We're gonna need it. All right. Thanks, Chris.
Later.
Okay, later, bro. Tony, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Good. What's your thoughts on the game, man?
Bro, I didn't, you know what? I didn't even have a chance to watch it. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, man.
Okay.
But I was at church and then after one, I didn't have a chance to watch it a little bit. I noticed where we were at, and I was like, I don't even want to turn it on, man. I didn't even want to watch it. But I just want to add on to what BC and what the gentleman right before me was saying, man. You know who fires coaches every year? The Browns. The Browns fire coaches every 2 or 3 years, man. And they damn suck every year. Every year they suck.
Yeah.
Now stop. You know, I'm gonna tell you, and I got in trouble for this the other day when me and Mike was talking about when I was talking about Kentucky fans, but so I don't know which more embarrassing, man, today's game or some of these fans, man. I just, you know, they kill me, man. Pope should have made some adjustments, but other than saying, hey, stop turning the ball over 20 times. What else you want him to do?
Yep. That's it.
I mean, I'm just saying, stop turning the ball over. Stop turning the ball over. I mean, you can only say that so many times until you're like, what are you going to do? Who are you going to put in there to not turn the ball over?
Yeah. And
I'm just saying.
And that's why I'm so critical, Tony, of making sure that while I'm angry, I as BC likes to say all the time, I don't know what it's like to be a D1 coach. So I'm not in his shoes. So I can't call for somebody's job that I can't do my own self. You know what I'm saying? So It's kind of like I can't do his job. But we hope as fans, as people who we love this, we hope that the guy that's coming in here is smart enough that he can put together a group of individuals, even in this new era of college basketball. And when it doesn't happen, we're upset because of how we play. But at the end of the day, dude, I got to leave my family to go make money. Yeah. So I'm never going to call for this guy. I'm never going to call this guy and say he needs to be fired.
Now, see, that's the thing.
And I tell you,
I might if he just stunk it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Now,
I mean, we done made it past the first and second round for his first 2 years. I mean, I don't know what I mean, here's my thing too. is I don't pay attention to a lot of these other teams because I'm a Kentucky fan. I don't care what other teams are doing. But when we won the other day and I knew we was going to play these, I went and looked at these boys' schedule. Look, man, they played real teams. Teams were in the top 10 and 5 all year long and beat them. So, I mean, State was no joke all year long. I mean,
hey Tony, your audio is messing up on me, sir.
All right, man. Hey, I got to get off here and go back to church anyway, man. I appreciate talking to you.
Pray
Say a prayer for me.
Pray for
Absolutely.
Thanks, Tony. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah. He's going to the right place. Hey guys, if you call in, I definitely don't want to be disrespectful to you. But if the audio is bad, we'll probably have to cut you short because we can't have bad audio on here because there's no way for us to fix that. And if you have a bad audio, people leave, and you can see people leaving, not because of maybe that, but just saying people don't like bad audio. So let's just see if we can get this fixed, BC, because this is the fans.
Hey, it's
once
tough.
Again,
I told you, I said, man, coaching at Kentucky is like the equivalent to being the president of the United States.
Yeah.
Mark Pope, he knew the assignment. He played here. He knew, that's like I always say, you walk through the door, you in the frying pan. It's like our football coach in the frying pan. The higher the expectations, you in the frying pan.
If Mark Pope, let me ask you a real question, and this is not trying to be funny, but this is real. If Mark Pope is one of us, right? He understands about Kentucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he feels like he can't get it down, should he step down? If
should he step down?
No. Well,
is that what you're asking?
Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. Should he? Or I'm not. Well, should he take the liberty of voluntarily stepping down because maybe he sees that maybe he's not the guy that can get his program that he's part of back to the top?
You mean like saying like quitting? Resign.
Yeah.
Well, that's a better euphemism, bro. Resign. Yeah.
Let me let this call in, bro. He's been waiting for a while. I hope he has good reception. Daryl, what's up, brother?
What's up, man?
My reception good.
We'll see. Just keep going. We'll see.
I was at work. I said I gotta come. I gotta call in, man. I had to.
Bro, he got that New York. He got that New York accent.
You an Arkansas fan, right?
Yeah, he is.
I'm a Coach Cal fan.
Okay, I'm a Cal fan.
Let me tell you something.
I like Cal.
I've been watching UK since 2010 religiously. I've never missed a game in I've never missed a game in this whole season. I've seen every single iteration of this of UK, from with Coach Cal to without him. So I have a well-rounded view. And I feel like some of these conversations that people have, it's from a fan standpoint, or you could be objective. If we talking about a fan is a fanatic. That's the way to spin anything. If we went to our jobs with the same logic that we get these coaches, you wouldn't be at that job. You wouldn't be able to work there. Oh, he's going to figure it out. If you give somebody $22 million nationally, Dick Vitale, this is a talking point for a reason. $22 million, he overpaid a lot of these guys. Right now, DJ is getting $2 million as a role player on Arkansas. There's a lot of people like me who think he should go play on his level. You're overpaying a guy to sit on your bench and be a role player and have spot minutes. Those resources can go to someone else. Now, if he went to another team, he's not making $2 million. Some of that is Mark Pope's assertion towards these guys. That's his support. Okay, I'm going to pay you this. The $22 million for those players and their market value, no. Aberdeen, great backup player. He wasn't supposed to be the point guard. We all know that. but it still was a decision for the coach by way of talent evaluation to put him in proximity for one guy to get hurt and him be on the floor all the time with the ball in his hands.
I agree with you.
Kentucky does not move the ball. They're ball dominant guys. Owe carries the ball every time he dribbles. That's not who he is. He's supposed to catch the ball, finish, not make plays, create plays. He's forced to do that. He's a glorified role player. That's
Mr.
also
Darrell.
Mark Pope's evaluation.
Mr. Darrell.
It's his evaluations. The same
Darrell.
way and that's why I use that example with Wagner, because there's nowhere in the country that you're gonna play a role guy $2 million, man. It ain't happening.
Hey,
A lot of
Darrell.
those guys on UK's roster today are making more than they will make at any other school.
Absolutely.
Do you think they honestly paid $22 million for this team?
I think that's an estimation. I think that it's a lot. Let's say they
was the budget.
spent a lot of money for these guys.
It was the
They spent
budget.
a lot of money.
I don't think they paid $22 million. I think that was the budget.
I think with coaches and everything, I think that number is the total output of the basketball program. That's what I believe. The coaches' salaries and everything is $22 million. That's how I took
Okay.
Oh,
I could be wrong, but that's how I took it. Mark Fox, Josh Hart, all of these guys on the totality of the basketball program, $22 million. High Point, which just lost to Arkansas the other day, they're telling a lot is in the media about how much money they have and how much resources they have to kind of give them the best facilities, these restaurants and all, and it's chartered planes and all of this stuff. They have boosters, they have more money than God, right? And these kids are now being the program is being an anchoring force towards kids wanting to go play there. You're going to see a lot of people going there now because it's money on the ground. You can't have that same notion at Kentucky. If you're going to overpay a guy as a UK, no. I think guys should make a discount to play for UK. I see it as most guys don't want to. It's like that over market value. I'm gonna make sure nobody, the guy who's in the corner whispering for you to come, I'm gonna overpay so that you come here and you shut his voice up. Like what Tyrone Stokes is doing right now, he's trying to boost up the NIL from Kansas by playing with Kentucky. And at the end of the day, you're gonna see him sign with Kansas. But it was all a tactic ploy. And when you react to those things, you become reactionary. You kind of end up with the roster you got now.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr.
That's
Durrell,
how
I
I feel.
appreciate you. Thank you, brother, for calling in, man. I got another call on the line, but thank you so much for
All right,
calling in. And always thank you for supporting the channel, bro. You always there when the channel
Most
goes
definitely.
live. Thank you so much. I
Most
appreciate it,
definitely,
brother.
man.
You too, brother.
Have a good one.
Okay. You too, bro. Samuel,
Hey, what's up, guys?
what's going on, man? Good.
Long
What's
time.
your thoughts?
Long time
Tonight?
no see.
What's up?
I don't think it took Big Mike a second to recognize.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? It's 21.
That's right.
What's up,
That's
man?
right.
21 in the house. What's up, brother?
Man, I'm under the weather. I'm feeling awful.
Well, this is not a good time.
And then I had to wake up. And first thing I did, like I work night shift, so the other night, first thing I did was look and check the score of the Santa Clara game, and I was like, all right, we won. And then today I checked the score and I see we lose by 19.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, we're in a bad spot right now, guys.
We are, bro.
But,
I don't know what to say. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you all. Good to see you,
bro.
You should put 21 on it.
Yeah. It made me make a new account when I came in, so I was just like, all right. But
bro, you should have put definitely put 21 next time so we can know that we don't call you Samuel.
Loyal
good
BB.
shirt, that's
yeah,
a good
that's right. That's right.
Hey, you look like a police officer.
Funny enough, I'm actually about to go take a police test soon. So
there you go.
Good luck to that.
Fit the part.
Yeah, thanks.
Deputy Samuel.
Yeah, that's
Samuel.
right. That's right. They'll be calling me Deputy 21. Yeah. Hey, man. My question to you all is, who do you think stays from this year's team to next year's? Because I only think there's a few guys that that they would want to keep. I think Colin Chandler is pretty much the only one that's safe.
Braden Hawthorne, he's staying around. He's staying.
Yeah. Cam Williams, maybe.
Yeah, I have a feeling Cal's going to stick around one more year too. I think he wants to. I think he wants to be a starter here at Kentucky.
What about Jalen Lowe?
See, that's BC. What would you do with Jalen, man? Because he's just one more. He's just another injury away from getting hit one more time and being done again. So it's kind of like I like Jalen Lowe. I think when he played with us, I think he was a spark for us. But once again, when you're messing with a shoulder, even when a shoulder gets better, you're still one hit away from it being hurt again. It
Mike,
is. So he can't.
I can't trade him.
Get a couple first round draft picks for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, hey, that's over my head, Big Mike.
Yeah.
Man, what about Malachi? I tell you, if Malachi stays, I want that boy eating steak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day of the off season. He needs to put on weight.
He played like a freshman, man. Well, okay. So this is what BC talking about earlier. Did Marino play like a freshman, or was he just playing much better guys? So I guess it's two ways to look at it. Because for me, it's like, okay, he's definitely playing like a freshman tonight. He's definitely getting bully ball. He wasn't even really a factor even in the Santa Clara game. He ain't been a factor in the last two ball games. And I love the kid. I definitely want him to stay. I'll put that out there publicly. I hope he stays. But you're right. He's going to have to, and he can't hold on to the ball. For some reason, he has butter on his fingers, and the ball just flies away every single time.
Yeah, I saw we had 19 turnovers. That's
20.
Oh my goodness.
I want to
make
say
it worse,
especially with 21 on here. And like I said, I'm not a biased guy. If I like you, I like you. If you're doing something wrong, I say you're doing something wrong. If you're doing something right, I say you're doing something right. That's the way I am. I'm the type of person that I say my own child, you're not any good. You need to go work harder if you want to get in the game. That's just the way I am. That's the way my parents were. But if Malachi and BG, if they were playing under Calipari, now hold up, 21. If they were playing under Calipari, they would be better. Now, you can say what you want. Calipari lost the first round, but with Calipari, those guys get better, especially the freshmen towards the end of the year.
I mean,
now that's one thing about Mark Pope that I would say. Guys aren't developing, especially the freshmen.
So how can you keep him back on? So how can you keep Coach Pope if he can't even develop players?
See, I do think he's developing players, though. Colin Chandler's gotten a whole lot better now. He didn't have a good end to the season. But BG has came a long way. BG is like there's certain times where I'm like, I cannot believe this guy's wearing a Kentucky uniform. And then there's other times where I'm like, I can't believe we're lucky enough to have him. You know, like he goes back and forth 50-50. Don't get me wrong.
BG would be a 10 time Malachi and BG would be a 10 times better post player if they was playing under Calipari.
So then what are we doing? So then what are we? I'm not advocating for Pope to get fired, but what are we doing keeping this guy around if he's not going to develop players? Because
I give you that, Big Mike.
Don't we always say that you come in the summer as a freshman and before you get to March Madness, you should be playing as a sophomore, or you should be playing if you're a junior, you should be playing as a junior. If we're not seeing this, then what benefit is Coach Pope? What is he doing for the program? Because it's about developing guys and seeing the growth.
But that's why I was also saying when Coach Pope came in.
Yeah.
When have we seen Coach Pope do that and develop players and be a great recruiter?
Well, the biggest player that he developed was Jackson Robinson for sure. Nobody wanted Jackson Robinson, and he had a great year here. Of course, it got ended with an injury, but I
Yeah.
think that's the main issue. I want to sink my teeth into that because people are like, oh, you can't blame Coach Pope because we had 3 major injuries this year.
Yeah.
No, both things can be true here. Both things can be true. It does fall on Pope that he is the one that got those players here in the first place. He ignored the warning signs, the red flags,
Yeah.
and yeah, of course, like you can't predict injuries happening and they suck and all that. And maybe the season would have been different if those guys didn't get injured. But I think both things can be true. You can be critical of his decision making to bring some of these guys here, and we paid millions of dollars and they got what, like 2 days worth of playing time for us, like it sucks, but man, I just whatever happens, I'm not going to pretend like I'm the basketball genie and I know exactly what needs to happen for us to return to the standard of the sport. But man, I just can't wait for us to get back to that point. I'll tell you
For
that.
real. 8:21. You hold on. Don't hang up.
Oh, okay.
No. Don't hang up.
21.
Hey, Brendan, what's going on, brother?
I don't know, man. I really don't. I really don't. My thing is,
Hey, Brendan, can you? Hey, there
yeah,
you go. Appreciate it, brother.
I was
Appreciate
listening to Matt. I was listening to Matt
Okay.
Jones. My bad.
Okay.
My thing is, why you take players out when you're up 12?
Hold 1 second, Brandon. Hold 1 second. BC, explain that. We're rolling,
Well-
and you're gonna, because the Sweet 16 is next weekend, right? It's next week,
Yes.
right? You tell me the guys don't have time to rest then.
Well,
And that's a Coach Pope decision.
well, the thing about is, yeah, you get time to rest, but during the game, see, you playing against a high intensity defense that you have to play hard on the offensive end and you have to play hard on the defensive end. So Coach Pope was probably trying to get those guys a rest while it was up. But like I said, it's a fall off when you bring the other guys. Jasper came in, made like 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
So when you playing a high intensity game like that and your best players, Oway and Denzel, they playing a lot, especially when you're going against a good defensive team. So when you get down to the last 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 5 minutes of the game, and you ain't had no rest, shots start falling short, you start getting beat on defense. So you got to get those. Look, I know everybody in this era generation prior grew up playing 2K, and you can put it on arcade where the players don't get tired. But in real life, it's not like that.
I got you.
So you got to get those guys a rest sometime in there. So when you're doing that and you up by 12, what you need to do is shorten the game, throw it into your post players, which we don't have that. Because when you throw it into your post players, you can either get a bucket, get fouled. When you go on the free throw line, guess what? You got another minute, 2 minutes that guys get the rest. And there's no points being made. So
we showed this year, BC, that we don't have that bench. And I'm sorry, but it's too much on the line to want to see if your bench players who hasn't given you that bench play like you wanted to all year and think they're going to show up against a team like Iowa State. Hey, hold that thought, BC.
Well, think about it like this. If you don't give those guys a rest and you playing up against a team like that is wearing you out also on the defense, when you get down to the last 8 minutes of the game, you're going to be tired.
Yeah. Somebody said I'm convinced BC's on Pope's payroll.
Remember,
I do not dislike. I like everybody that has been at Kentucky. It's a fact. Tell me if I'm not telling the truth.
I just wish you mute yourself. Brendan, go ahead, brother.
So my question is to BC, Where do you see the future of this program going?
Brendan, I do not know. I
And
don't know.
no one can tell you that. No one
Yeah.
can tell
I
you
don't
that.
know. All
You
I
want
can
my
tell you
opinion?
is what
You
I
want my
see.
opinion? You want my opinion?
Yeah.
It's not gonna get no better.
We'll see.
I have that faith. I'm convinced because the last 2 years we've had double-digit losses, and somebody on Matt Jones' show just made a validated point. Every school that somebody's hired a former player, it's not worked out.
That's not true. Joby Hall was a former player here.
But we're talking about now, dude. We're not talking about then.
Yeah.
100%.
Because nobody plays for the front of the jersey no more.
No, it's just a
I
different
can agree
business.
It's
with
all
that.
about the back of the jersey now. It's not about
Yeah.
the front.
That's why it's hard to coach in
Is that
college.
is that what you care about? For sure, you want people here that play for Kentucky, and they want Kentucky to do well because they're a Kentucky fan. Is that what you want?
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying at all.
I think what he's saying is, even though Mark Pope was one of us, I don't think it's going to work out. Even though he loves Kentucky, even though he bleeds blue, even though he won a championship here, he's maybe not the guy that's going to be able to turn this program around and get the program back where he's at.
Yeah.
This program is, let's be real, this program is to, not all coaches can come here and strive at UK. UK as a whole is too big for it. And if you're not one of those big coaches, if you're not a Bruce Pearl, if you're not a Cal, if you're not, if you're not none of these guys, then you just can't come in here and just think that you're gonna come in here and just turn this program around, because the fan base ain't gonna give you that much time frame as it is.
That's right. I agree with that. But also on top of that too, it's like all right, Mitch Barnhart retires this year in June. And then so after Mitch Barnhart's gone, we're gonna have a new athletic director. That's a whole other can of worms right there.
Yeah.
But on top of that, if not Pope, who do you want to be the coach here? Because everyone turned us down. Everyone that we went after turned us down.
And you think they're gonna just change their mind tomorrow? Oh, you know what? I think I go to Kentucky now. No, nobody's walking through the door here as a new coach.
And it makes it worse that a lot of our fan base is wanting, this guy is an alumni here, and people are wanting him gone. So they're like, so you got to think of it from a coaching prospect standpoint. It's like, oh man, they're doing this to an alumni. Why they ain't gonna have no grace for me? You know what I'm saying? So like,
BC says that often. Yep. Anything else, Brendan?
No, I think that my opinion is that I think that they didn't get the right guy.
So who do you see that wants to come to Kentucky with this chaos?
If Mitch Barnhart would have been patiently and waited 4 more days, he could have had Billy Donovan. But he didn't want to do that. He wanted to get who he wanted, who was going to do what he said.
Is Billy Donovan, is he ready for this new era of college basketball? Remember,
this is my opinion. I think he would thrive in this era of college basketball, to be quite honest with you.
He wouldn't need a GM?
He would.
Would he get a GM?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he could work out then, as long as he's willing to get a GM to keep up with what's going on
He has the resume. You have to look at the resume. What did Coach Pope do before he got here? Nothing.
You're right. Trust me, I ain't disagreeing with you. That's for sure.
So you went and got, I understand that he was an alumni here. I get that. But at the same time, you got to look at the resume and you got to weigh out the pros and the cons.
Yep.
You got a guy that hadn't never won an NCAA tournament game.
Yeah. Hey, Brendan, a lot of, I always value everybody's opinions. I think people in the chat are pretty much saying that there's no way Billy Donovan was coming to Kentucky.
Oh yeah, it was. It was put out. Oh yeah, it was.
Well, I mean, first of all, we won't see him this year for sure because we know 100%.
Mark my word. When whoever the new AD is, if he doesn't make it to the Final Four next year, he will be gone. Promise you.
Hey, we're gonna clip that. Hey, Brandon, appreciate you calling in, brother. It's always good, and I always appreciate your support. Your support of the show. Okay, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much,
Brandon.
Hey, thanks, brother.
You're welcome.
Man. You too. Have a good one. Getting Billy Donovan in here, huh? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, fellas.
Wants Billy Donovan.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, I'm going to let my dogs out, too, and I'm going to just listen to the rest of the show. Thanks for having me on, man. It was good seeing y'all.
Make sure you put 21. Make sure you put 21 next time, bro. So
hey,
holla at me, man.
Hey, football season coming up.
Hey, 21. One time before you leave, tell people to smash that like button.
Oh, man. Hey, look. down there below the video, there's a cool little hand washing station. You gotta have clean hands to watch this show. So get down there, wash them hands real quick, hit that like button, and everything be all groovy. Look, loyal BBN, we coping together. We're trying to figure out what direction we go from here, and we'll get there. We'll get there. We just don't know how yet.
All
right,
but
fellas, it's good seeing you,
man. You too, man. Thank you so much. All right, 21. All right, brother.
I miss 21.
21's a good dude, man. Like you guys said, it's easy to coach in the NBA. Is it easier to coach in the NBA than it is in college basketball today, BC?
I think it is.
So then why would Billy Donovan want to leave the comfort of that
I don't
and come down here?
I haven't never talked to Billy Donovan. And here's all I seen in my feed was UNC is looking at Billy Donovan. That's all I
really?
I don't know anything about what Billy Donovan's move. I know he's a hot ticket. Everybody wants Billy Donovan. He's a good recruiter, 2-time national champion, and it's tough.
It is tough, bro.
And you think about this, Big Mike. It's like I said once before. Don't you know it's only 3 teams out of the SEC that has won the national championship?
Us, Arkansas,
and
not
Florida.
Tennessee, and Florida. Yeah, that's it.
So it's the college ball. Here's why I say it's tough, because it's when you win the NCAA national championship, you have done something, Big Mike.
Yeah,
you have done something. It's not like the NBA. You lose and you can come back play another game. You lose 2 games in a row. You come back play another game.
Yeah,
and you play at home 2 games, then you can go on the road 2 games.
Yeah,
I would rather coach the NBA than college.
Yeah, I would too.
Because every year I have to deal with this. Don't you know how hard it is taking players that play at another team and putting them together and trying to build something, and you got all these different egos? It's hard to get 10 people anywhere on the same page on one accord.
I got you. Can we get on one accord, please? Someone say amen.
It's hard doing. That's why I think a lot of people don't understand that, man.
Yeah.
It's hard doing that, and you have to do that every year and get players to jail and play together.
Absolutely.
It's tough.
Yep.
Some coaches are great at it. Kyle was great at it. Some coaches are great at it, but it's hard. It's hard doing that.
It ain't for everybody. James, what's going on, brother?
What's up, James?
Good.
What y'all up to?
Not happy about the game. What's on your mind?
Right now I'm trying to drown my tears from the game.
We're trying to get through it.
Yeah. Well, one thing I think is, it probably won't happen, but one thing would help UK if the fans quit talking trash about the players. because you do that, then the player's like, why do I want to go there if I have a bad game or first of my season isn't good and I get talked like I'm a dog or whatever.
Yep.
And another thing, I think we need to give, I don't know how the results will be, but give Pope at least another year or two, maybe 3, or at least the time of his original contract, you know, because you get rid of him now, it's
Yeah,
Nah.
you got like one more. Yeah,
you know,
He gets one more automatically.
yeah.
He does.
But I mean, if you know, it's you get rid of him though, it's gonna be. I mean, we can probably get someone, but will we be able to get someone that can turn it around or do it as quick as the fan base wants to? You know.
Can I say something right fast, James?
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's like this. You think about this. Say Kentucky fire Mark Pope tomorrow. Don't you know, trying to get another coach to come in with our fan base and our expectations, and you starting from scratch, how many coaches you think want to do that?
You'd be lucky if you can count on one hand. You can count them, ain't you? You know?
Yeah. You might not even have to start counting.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is John. Hey, John Shire. He's not leaving Duke to come to Kentucky. That's for sure.
Oh no, you can scratch that one off automatically.
Yeah, you can scratch that. No sir.
Yeah. And the fans don't want them, but any of the Hurleys, you're not going to get them. They're not going to leave where they are to come to Kentucky.
Hurley didn't even go to the Lakers. He was like, y'all's expectations are really high.
Yeah.
And I got Coach LeBron James.
Yep.
No, I'll stay right here in UConn, which was a good decision. I would have stayed at UConn too.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I would too. Yep.
You're on top of the world.
St. John's is running Kansas to the ground, bro. Yep. That's good. They're getting beat. We needed that. Yeah, we needed them to lose. We need Kansas to lose. Anything else you got, James?
One thing I think Pope needs to do is chill out on substituting the players so quick.
Yeah.
Because look what happened. The players went tired. They were hot. Then you take them off the bench or whatever, and look what happened. The game pretty much almost immediately turned around right then.
Yeah. Yep. It did. I mean, we can go back to that moment, and we can say the demise of this ball game went down at this particular moment. And this is, I don't, it is what it is, but that's just the reality of where we at with the team we got. We don't have that. We don't have that bench that's going to come in and it's going to keep up the same level of play.
Exactly.
We also made about 4 turnovers.
Yeah. Fast too. And 2 of them came from the same person. Yeah. He didn't see the floor no more that night, I don't think, did he? I
don't think so.
He did. He came back in. He came back in, hit a 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
hit a 3.
But man, if he can, what Pope needs to try to do is one thing: get more than 1 point guard. Get 2 would be good, but 3 or 4 would be best.
It's just serious, man.
Because you can have a couple point guards out there, and but if you only have 1 point guard, he goes down. Then what have you got?
Yeah,
you do. Here's my question with that, and Big Mike talks about that too, James. The point guard.
Yeah.
With the way it is now, you'll probably never see a team like we had in 2015. Because here's what I'm saying: you could have a point guard that's good. If if the point guard that we talking about that we want to come off the bench, if he's good, he's not going to come to Kentucky to come off the bench.
Yeah.
See, sometimes I don't think we understand that.
But
Yeah,
If I'm a good point guard, why will I come to Kentucky to come off the bench and back up another good point guard when I can go somewhere else?
Start.
See, I don't think we getting that. It's easy to say, well, we could go get 2 or 3 point guards. We can go get this and get that. It's not reality. It sounds good.
Yeah. True.
You don't think we can find a mid-major point guard that can come and play at this level that would be okay with coming off the bench at Kentucky?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, Mike.
Like that guy that played.
Can we get a big time point instead of a mid-major? Can we get a big time point guard?
Well, I'm just looking. Looking at somebody that
first.
Well, give me that, and we'll work around it.
But you see what
James,
I'm saying?
I think your TV or something's up pretty loud. I'm not sure what it is, but something's pretty loud. I'm not sure what it is though. You got anything else for us, James?
No, I really don't think so. Well, one thing people was talking about, trying to get Billy D to come.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know if you're going to get him to leave the NBA to come back and coach college again.
Yeah, that's different now. You think he's going to want to do that? You think he's going to want to build every single year at his age? He ain't no young pup. I mean, he ain't old, but he ain't no young pup. You know what I mean? So,
and
I don't know.
And basically, in a way, somewhat, your college sports is almost about the same as the NBA, really, or the NFL and stuff. I mean, up to a point,
Yes. I mean, this is a business now. This is a business, so we got to treat it like a business. That means that you got to. That means that you have to treat players like professionals, and that's how you got to talk to them. So, what did the pros do? They get GMs.
Yeah,
Players got agents. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just pros. They have contracts, and especially like in the NFL, you can tag a player.
Yeah.
But college, those kids have power.
Yeah, they have power.
They have more power now, and it's all because the NCAA used to have power over them.
Yep. Yeah. And another thing you got with college, people talk about them signing a contract. If you sign more than 1 year contract, what if it right now it's going to possibly happen like what happened with Duke, their quarterback in Miami, because Duke snatched him through Duke, which they didn't want, through him the money that he was supposed to get, and gave that quarterback a bigger bag.
He left, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, it's tough. College. Being a coach is tough. Ask Bill Belichick.
Hey, James, I appreciate you calling in, brother.
Yeah.
James, thank you so much for calling in, brother. I appreciate it. Okay.
See you, James.
I'll see you. Y'all have a good one.
You, bro. You too. Hey, thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You too. Thank you so much. Okay.
All right.
That's why Nick Saban was so smart. Nick Saban was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah. He understood. I'm out of here, bro. And you have to think that, I mean, we sat here and fans say, well, we're gonna get Billy Donovan. Well, I don't know. I have to think about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got a safe. I mean, he's at OKC, right? So how you gonna give up
Bulls?
Bulls? Okay, he's at the Bulls. So it's kind of like, why would I want to leave this for? And I got the GM, I got agents. They do all that contract stuff. I just show up on the sideline, and I got to deal with you.
It would be tough for I don't know. Anything can happen. Money talks. But Billy Donovan left Florida at its height to go to the NBA.
Yeah.
You think about that. Why would he leave when he's like the king at Florida?
Yeah. He went to the pro. Maybe he saw it was coming down the pipeline in about 15, 20 years. It was coming. Maybe he Florida, did, bro.
They do good at recruiting.
Yeah, they do. And selling that you get to go to the beach every other weekend. That helps too.
Yeah.
For real. BBN Anonymous, everyone stand up and say how long you've been a UK fan and how hard it is for losing this bad. There you go. Everyone put that in the West name. BC, man, it's good. It's good you on with me, bro. Been on for 2 hours. If you gotta go, I understand. I'm just happy that you came through with me tonight, and you can stay the whole time too as well. I'm definitely not rushing you off.
I didn't want you to be on here alone, man. I just wanted to come and chat with BBN.
Well, I got you. I'm glad you did.
Basketball, I love BBN, and just coming on chat, man.
I've been sitting in this seat so long in these past few days that when I walk now, my hips was like, we're gonna make you pay for that because we're gonna make you pay for sitting down.
Now some of my family might not like what I'm saying, but
that's all good. He wants to coach. Billy Doug says that let me throw that up. Doug says that Billy Donovan says he wants to coach, but does he want to come to Kentucky? You can't just come to Kentucky and not understand that it's going to be some chaos from day one. And I don't care what your record is; it doesn't matter. Kentucky fans expect we expect a certain level of winning, and if you're not going to produce that, then we don't care what you did, and we want to get you here because of your record. But then if that record ain't helping us win ball games, as they say when they beat us, see you later.
Billy Donovan, if he came to Kentucky, and he knows this, he's like, man, the expectations is going to be through the roof.
Yeah. It's tough to plan.
Does he want that?
Does he want that smoke? Not all players want that.
That's fire.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. Yep. St. John's is coming back 58-52. I'm sorry, Kansas is coming back 58-52. Florida's tied up with Iowa at 11. And Tennessee's at the half beating Virginia. Some good ball games. The way our half ended, we were like, okay, we just down by 1. And as bad as we're playing with turnovers and we only down by 1, we might have a chance. As soon as they came out in the second half and hit that 3, ball game over.
Mm-hmm.
Ball game was over after that. I knew then that this right here wasn't about to go good for us. Let's get behind the KU football team. BBN time to behind the football KU. Kansas football team BBN time to lock in for a special run. Well, I root for KY.
He's probably saying UK.
Okay, well, he put KU, so for me that's Kansas. You know what I mean? That's Kennesaw University. That's Kent State University. You know what I mean? For real.
But they got hot second half though.
Yeah, they did. They got hot, man. And the announcer said if they get hot, Kentucky can kiss it. They can kiss us goodbye just because we was making too many turnovers and we wasn't able to. Boogie Flanders missed all of that earth, all of it. Why would I root for KU? No, I'm just saying, Brian. It's a joke, brother. I know you're not. Trust me. I misspell words every day. There was a joke, my man.
Hey, man, you offended Brian on that, man. He's like, man, hold on, buddy.
Hey, Brian got offended off that, didn't he? He's like, no, why would I root for? What would I root for Kansas for? I'm a Kentucky fan. Hey, you the man, okay? And if you call in, I will apologize publicly for you. Jake Cornett. Jay Lucas might have a future with Kentucky. Ooh, he went down to Miami. That's interesting. But still, he needs to have a resume too as well. Yeah, he was at Kentucky with Coach Cal. He left to go to what's the name now? He come to Kentucky. He might be able to recruit, but then again, I still think we need a GM though. I do. Let's just name every single coach who just got their first NCAA tournament win this year. Unbelievable. For real. Maybe he was thinking about his power bill. KU. Okay. For real. So BC, anything else you got, brother? Because I know you guys, I mean, it's already like down off in the morning for me. It's almost 2:30 a.m. here for me, man. So I don't have to work. So I'm just here.
Man.
Yeah, man.
I'm just chilling. My camera.
Maybe we should bring Tyler Eulis in here.
My
Head
camera
coach.
Still got 2 notches. I'm just
that's right.
Tyler Eulis.
Yep. What about him as a head coach? He ain't got no coaching at all. You think he'll have more? You think he can bring more to the table than Coach Pope?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if I would go there.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. I tell you what, I bet you he wouldn't be I think he wouldn't be calm on the sideline.
He'd be your point guard.
Hey, I know, right? But like, who is that? Oh, he's a walk-on.
I probably rather have him as a point guard than the coach.
Probably so. That's probably a better fit for us. Yeah, for real. Yep, for real. Trevor can nope, Cal quit. Couldn't be worse. Somebody said that he couldn't be worse than this, man. I mean, BC, I think this is his last opportunity here at Kentucky to get it right.
Mark Pope?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. And I mean, and once again, I'm not calling for him to be fired, but I think maybe the writing's on the wall. And if he doesn't knock it out with the transfer portal, and if he's not able to swing it where we can somehow or another shock the world and get Stokes here at Kentucky, then he's going to be on a hot seat all year long, even worse than what he is. And if we don't get no less than the Elite Eight next year, I think he might not have a future here at Kentucky. And that's a shame, because him being a coach, how you going to show your face back here in Kentucky? Oh, that's Coach Pope. Oh, so are you going to call him player Pope or Coach Pope? Because otherwise, people don't
have love for
absolutely. I would Pope too.
That's like I said earlier. Yeah. Anybody coach or play to Kentucky, I got nothing but love for him.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Unfortunately, when you do something like this and things go the way that they are, I think you can still tarnish your name. People probably, people still have love for you, but you got to think about this too. A lot of the younger generation who's now new Kentucky fans, they don't really too much care about what happened in 96. They want to talk about what's going on now. So when they see Pope, they're not going to see the 96 guy. They only going to see, oh, that was a coach 2 years ago, and he wasn't very good.
Well,
because yeah.
That's what it's like. That's what's a thin line with me.
Yeah.
I look at Coach Pope, if he's here 3 years, 4 years, and if you don't win a championship, I look, hey, he came and he's gone. Just like, I look at Cal, I'm rooting for Calipari and Patino in this tournament after Kentucky got beat.
Yeah.
But I look at like, hey, Mark Pope came, he did it all. It's hard to be successful at Kentucky.
Yeah, it is.
You look at the success that Cal had, wasn't enough. You look at the success Tubby Smith had, wasn't enough. So
what is enough for Kentucky fans?
For Kentucky, for it to be enough, you gotta get a coach that's going to go to Final Four every year or win a championship every year.
Or they bust as coach.
Ain't that what it is?
Yeah,
I'm just going by what I see. Ain't that the way it is?
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Is that BBN? Is that a true fact? Is that any coach who doesn't live up to the standards of winning national championships within the first 2 or 3 years, even though if they have the talent, and if they're not winning a championship, is the BBN going to call for their head? maybe it's already been proven that they will call for that yet.
It's a small amount that won't.
Okay.
From what I see.
Yeah.
Majority, you better either get the Final Four or win a national championship.
Yeah.
I don't care what your team look like.
That's true. Yep.
That's what I've been seeing all my life since I've been watching and rooting for Kentucky.
Okay. Yeah. If we can get Kentucky wins and loses, if we can get the talent, that's a different story. If you get the talent and if you don't win,
it don't matter. It's still Calipari got all the talent. Look, Dag, you could have 4 teams in the NBA. The guys came from Kentucky, and they'd be able to compete. So it's if you don't get the Final Four and win a national championship every year, you're not successful.
I got a phone call, BC.
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Not much, man. How are you?
Good. What's going on with the ball game, brother?
Man, very disappointing, man. I'd say I agree with you on a lot of things. DC, I don't. Me and him don't share the same eye, which that's okay. You know, that's part of it. I think he's kind of biased and he don't want to say too much. He loves Kentucky and stuff. And
what's up? Talk to me, man.
And I do too. But man, there's a lot of things here, man. That's wrong. Number one, we run off a coach. Our fan base did that is a Hall of Fame coach, man. Them don't grow on trees, man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't say that too loud, man. People ain't gonna like that.
So
there's a lot of people ain't gonna
agreeing
like
already.
I'm here to say.
Yeah.
We're agreeing already.
Right, and we probably agree on some things. I just think that you should open up to the fan base a little bit more, because things ain't going good, man. And the resume that Mark Pope has, he's been coaching for 16 years. 16 years, and he's never won anything. How do you get the University of Kentucky job? He don't if he wasn't an alumni. That would have never happened. Ever.
Yep.
Let's make that clear. Anybody that knows anything about basketball knows this man would have never, ever got this job if he wasn't an alumni. I agree with the other guy that was on here.
That's a fact. Yeah.
I forgot his name. I've been watching you for a long time now, man, but I forgot his name. It wasn't 21 as the other guy.
Jimmy James.
People might have made fun of him for saying Billy Donovan. He got on TV. Brandon. He got on TV and said nobody had called him about a job. Okay. His name was in the mix. Scott Drew, Dan Hurley. I think we offered Dan Hurley $100 million 4-year contract, and he turned it down because his old lady, liked UConn, New York, which is fine. That's a big difference coming into Kentucky. But the point that I'm on here to make, man, something's got to change. We run off a Hall of Fame coach because we were losing. Now we're losing in Rupp. We're losing on the road. It ain't good. I don't care what nobody said. Jalen Lowe does not bring this team back, man. You know what I'm saying? We got JQ hurt. Jalen Lowe, he might have helped us a little bit, but this team does not go to the Final Four with Jalen Lowe. He isn't that big of a dagger, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was at Penn. He was a little bit at Pittsburgh. He was a little bit more of an open guard. He could shoot the ball and do whatever. They let him do whatever. At the University of Kentucky, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You're just not going to go out there and throw up crazy shots and stuff like he does. But Mark Pope would have never got this job ever if he wasn't an alumni. I think that it's time for him to step down and go a different route, man. I mean, if we was wanting to be in a building process, which nobody ever thought that we was going to be, we thought we was going to bring in a coach and continue winning like Cal did, but I knew better. I knew better. I said it from the jump. When Mark Pope got the job, I said it from the jump. This ain't the man. Look at his resume. I think he's put in one player in the NBA the whole 16 years he's been coaching. Why, if you're a 5-star recruit, do you want to come play for a man that has not shown he can put you in the NBA? He just can't, man. It isn't in him, man. It isn't in him to be that kind of coach. And that's what the University of Kentucky is. We're the winningest program in the history of college basketball. Our fans, we travel all over the world. We expect to win. This is a disappointment. This season is a disappointment. And I'm so mad I barely can talk to you over it. That's the truth.
I got you.
It hurts, man. It hurts. You know what I'm saying?
It does, bro.
Kentucky basketball is my life, man.
I think I would have probably been. I think it's a good thing that I got a roommate, because when we lost to, I think we lost to Oakland, and when we lost to Oakland, I was in Kuwait. I think I was in Kuwait then, and I didn't have a roommate, so I was able to be me. Now I have a roommate that's down the hall, and don't know if he can hear me or not. I know when we was getting bombed the other night, his alarms was going off on the phone, and he didn't budge. So maybe he can't hear me. But I just want to be respectful of him. But believe me, I'm furious inside with this. And while I don't feel like going for a walk after this show ends, I'm probably gonna go for a walk so I can let out some stress.
Yeah,
I am, because this is unacceptable. I always, if you've been watching long enough, you know I don't call for people to be fired.
Mm-hmm.
I did ask BC if Coach Pope loves the program as much as he does, and if he knows that, look, I'm not the guy for the job, let me step down.
Yes.
So my alma mater, who I won a national championship with, they can get the right person in here. It's Kentucky over your ego now.
Yes,
and
sir.
if your ego is saying, well, let me see what I can do, but deep down in your heart, you know, this ain't for me. I'm over my head with this. I don't have what it takes to get the right people. Then if you love your alma mater, your Kentucky program as much as you do, then you step down, and then let's go ahead and let's do what we need to do and start rebuilding this, hopefully with somebody that we can get in here to actually coach the program.
Man, you're exactly right, man. You're exactly right.
And I understand. Good luck with I understand that, BC. It is good luck with that, but I'm just saying, like, is it now? Are we talking about egos? Like, well, I can get it. I can turn it around. Well, okay. So when you going? Ooh, these coaches are fighting. They getting ready to fight, bro.
Rick Pitino?
No, Golden and the coach from Iowa.
Hey, BC, I got a question for you, man. You and Big Mike.
What's up?
I don't want to hold y'all too long, man. I know y'all.
No, that's good.
No, you on here, man. You on here. There ain't nobody calling.
I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. But one question, I just want to ask you two and all of BBN this.
Okay.
If a man that coached here for 15 years did what he did, 4 Final Fours, 1 national championship, 7 Elite Eights. I mean, look what this man right here did. And if his job's going to be called because he's not winning in March, but he's winning during the season, 6 regular season SEC championships, 6 SEC tournament championships. This man right here, man, he brought Kentucky back. When he got here, Kentucky wasn't shit, excuse my language. Billy G had run us. For 2 years, we was in the ground, man. Kentucky basketball just wasn't Kentucky basketball. This man comes in, he stands right there, he sits right in the totem pole, right in a press conference, and he tells the whole BBN, he says, I'm here to recruit the best of the best. That's what he told us, and he did just that. He might have should have won more championships. I agree with that. But my question for you and BBN is, I see a lot of fans that says that our fan base is stupid, and we always call for the man's job or the coach's jobs, and we dog the players and stuff. Listen, man, one thing about our fan base, if you're not giving 100% effort, we see it, and we're going to give it to the players. It ain't like they ain't making money. They're making money, so they should go out there and represent Kentucky and go with it. Help us win. Like today, I felt like that they didn't give it their all. But my question that I want to ask you guys is, and sorry I could get bounced around, if John Calipari the fans wanted to cost him his job and put him on the hot seat and fire him. 15 years and everything he did for the University of Kentucky. Then why not Mark Pope with a resume of 0? He's been here 2 years. 2 years and we haven't did crap, man. It's got worse. It's got bad.
Here's why I say with that. I like Mike knows this as much as I do. I agree totally with you. I like Kyle. Like I said, anybody been in Kentucky, I like. Gillespie, that's another story. But here's the thing. If you're not getting to and the same thing with Tubby, if you're not getting to the Final Four every year, that's not good enough. Now, Calipari did so much. If it was another school he was at, he'd still be there until he was ready to retire for what he has done for the program.
Yes, sir.
But I agree with you 100%. But here's my question with Mark Pope. You talk about Mark Pope. Do you think since Mark Pope has been at Kentucky with what he has worked with, he's getting the players or whatever, coming in here first year, had to put a team together. Do you think he is overachieved or underachieved?
Honestly, the first year I think that he overachieved, man. I mean, if you look at Mark Pope as a head coach, he's never did nothing. I hate to say that. He come to the University of Kentucky last year and got his first ever 2 NCAA tournament wins. Am I right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
So with that being said, you don't give Mark Pope a little grace.
No, I don't, because it might just be me, man. It ain't that I don't like Mark Pope. He's an alumni. I love Mark Pope. I do. But I don't think he's the right fit for the University of Kentucky. I don't think he has the leadership. I don't think that he's one of them coaches that can look at his boys and say, look, we're going to do this. I think that his players rule him. You know what I mean? I don't think he's a John Calipari that can get off his players to buy in. I don't, man. I just don't think that he can do that stuff. And that's what it takes at the University of Kentucky. You're right. He's going to get another year. But I just don't feel like he should get another year. I just don't. I feel like it's best for him, and being an alumni, I think it's best to step down and say, look, this is school. I want a national championship here. I love Kentucky, and I want what's best for Kentucky. I think that it's time for me to step down, let somebody else take over.
I think
that way he's not hated. You know what I mean? You don't want the fans to start
just
hating.
You just want to hang around, and you can see that this is just not happening. Hey, what's your name? Because it's coming up as Angelica.
Yeah, my name's Trevor. I couldn't get it to work on my phone, man. So my woman
that's cool. So, hey, man,
download hers.
I got another phone call that's coming in. Yes, what's up, BC? You got something for him?
I'll go ahead.
Okay. Hey, thank you for calling in, man. I really appreciate your support and everything for the show, okay?
Thank you, BC. Thank you, Big Mike.
All right,
appreciate you, brother. You too, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
You, man. Thank you so much. Get this right here. Hey, man. Hey, Cameron, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing today, man?
What's up, Cam?
Good.
Man,
what's on your mind, man?
Man, what a season, man. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of controversy, a lot of he say she say when it comes to like what goes on inside the locker room. I'm probably going to be a little bit different with my response when it comes to the season, because I think Mark Pope deserves another year regardless. Yeah. I don't think he's had a top 25 talented roster both seasons, and that's just my opinion. It's been one of the worst transition teams the last 2 seasons I've ever seen in Kentucky history. One of the worst shooting teams the second season with Pope I've ever seen. He hasn't had the talent that some of these coaches has had these last 2 seasons. And he's coming to a school that was left bare when Calipari left. So it's like for him to have that and then on top of the injuries on top of that, and to still, we beat Arkansas on the road. That's not a fluke. Arkansas looks like they can make the Final Four right now. We beat Texas. Texas looks like they can make the Final Four right now. There's teams that are making runs that Kentucky beat, and we beat easily. We were more physical. We were more aggressive. We were the smarter team. We had a chance to win this game against Iowa State because I said going into the game, Iowa State's not a transition type of team unless they turn you over. They play half-court style of offense, and Kentucky's half-court defense, to me, has been exceptional this year. It was when you got them in transition and confused them was when they weren't a good team defensively. The turnovers, and I'm not going to lie, this is why I feel like Kentucky needs to have an elite roster when it comes talent. We need to out-talent a lot of other teams because most of the nights, man, we're not going to get the call when it comes to the officials. We're just not. Yeah. We're just not going to. Today, man, you couldn't tell me, man, watching that game, man, there wasn't a single guy on that court that's more physical than Otega Oweh on Iowa State side of the ball. But because they knew they weren't going to get called for fouls, they could play a little bit more aggressive. And, you know, we couldn't have matched that aggression because I'm not gonna lie, there was a few ticky-tack calls, man, that it was questionable, man. But that's why I feel like we should go into the game with more talent because I was one of those guys that said we should have kept Kyle. We should have kept him. It's like playing spades, man. I'd rather have a crazy good hand in spades and not know how to use that hand than to not have nothing at all and work from nothing, man. And work from nothing, man. And you guys are brothers, you black, so you know what I'm talking about when it comes to spades. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Heck yeah.
So it's like
I don't know how to play spades all that well, so I'm sorry. So pull my card.
yeah. So it's like, if you got both jokers, both aces, and both kings of spades, man, that's 6 books right there. That's it. Yeah. That's 6 books. That's why I like Cal, because Cal gave us the puncher's chance. Even if we weren't the most disciplined, the most coached team, these boys had that gene in them that's like, these guys are going to be playing 82 games a year in the NBA. So eventually something's going to click and take over. And I compared this team to the Julius Randle team. That team was frustrating too. They lost games they shouldn't have lost. They lost to Michigan State that year. They lost to Kansas that year. They lost every big meaningful game that year and squeaked into the tournament as a 9 seed. And they beat Wichita State, who was undefeated with Fred VanVleet. They beat Michigan that year. They beat Wisconsin that year. They beat Louisville that year in the tournament and got to the Final Four. And why was that? Because that talent took over. After a while, it was like, Julius Randle was a lottery pick, so he's going to figure it out. We don't have that on the roster, man. And it's just like, if Otega Oweh was a little bit better of a shooter, a mid-range shooter and a 3-point shooter, we may have been a little bit more lethal when it comes to our half-court offense. But for people calling for Mark Pope to quit, me personally, if he quit, I would be mad at him. That's not Kentucky. You know, we ride.
50% of fans would.
Yeah. I would be mad if he quit because I'd be like, nah, man, you go down with the ship. You talked all the talk. You said Kentucky is Kentucky basketball. All right, let's go get this man some actual players. Let's go get this man some top 10 NBA prospects that Coach Cal littered through his years with us. Like, go get Tyron Stokes for him. Go get the best players for him. So when he loses, there's no excuse because he's not working with much, man. Like, he's not working. He just isn't. Otega was the best thing we had. The rest of the guys are role players. Well,
let me ask you, Cameron, why doesn't he have anybody on the team so far?
I'm gonna tell you, I don't think it has anything to do with Mark Pope. Because from what I see from Mark Pope, if I was playing ball, I'd love to play for him. What you mean to tell me, man? We can get up down court. We can shoot threes. You mean to tell me you running a West Coast style of offense in the SEC? Like, I want to do that. I think it has everything to do with Mitch, man. The organization, the people that are running it, the higher ups. They're trying to put these limitations and these rules and stuff when it comes to the NIL, and you just can't do that now, man. These kids want that money. It's just the truth. Like, it's the truth. We work everyday jobs day to day. We know what it's like to make ends meet. It's just the truth. If a kid can make $8 million and change his family's life and go play for a terrible school, I'm going to go do that versus going playing for Kentucky for the name. That those days are done, and that's just the truth. So now that we got the name, we built the brand over 100 years. The brand's built. So now that there's money with that brand, you're gonna have to spend it, man. You're just gonna have to spend it. Like my mom's from Muhlenberg County, Kentucky. My mom's from Kentucky, born and raised. I was raised Kentucky basketball, and I was born in Florida. I'm from Tampa, so that should tell you Kentucky basketball over everything. But I'm 33 years old. I'm 33, so I remember a time when it was about the name on the jersey. Growing up in the 90s and stuff like that. It's not that no more, man. It's not that no more. It's the same. And I'll equate it to this. I'm a Miami Heat fan. That organization is ran by Pat Riley, a Kentucky legend. He tries to run the same old school style. You're going to play for the name on the shirt, Heat Nation. You're going to play for the name, Pat Riley. I got 8-9. It's not working no more. Don't nobody want to come and play in Miami with the Heat no more. They don't like that military. They don't like it. No, it's that era of basketball is done. And we've got to, we've got to get a GM. We've got to get with the program, because if we catch up with times, man, Kentucky we could be sitting on dynasty. We got the money to get all the guys. We could be a dynasty, man. And it's just like, I say give Mark Pope another year. Like, I don't know how you fellas feel about it, but go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Why doesn't he have a GM already?
I feel like, man, I feel like they're trying
to. Now, here's why I asked that question is.
Go ahead.
You a diehard Kentucky fan. Would you agree with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know that we need a GM, right?
Absolutely.
Have you ever coached D1 basketball before? Have you ever coached at a high level before?
No, I have not.
So how's it that you as a fan know that we need a GM, but we got this super smart coach that he won't go and pull the trigger? That everybody else in the nation seems to be getting GMs. But Mark Pope is like, nope, I do it myself. Now they might be working on something behind the scenes, and they might come out tomorrow with, okay, we got a GM that we've been keeping on hush hush. Maybe that's the case. But look how far we are far behind in the recruiting. If you know that you're gonna get a GM, why are you waiting to all the top tier? Because remember, all 5 stars are not the same. Jasper's a 5-star player, but he's not he's no A cuff. You understand what I'm saying?
No, he's not.
So it's like, if you as a fan know we need to get a GM, Mark Pope is this genius who was in medical school, but decided he wanted to go coach basketball, and he's been doing it for 16 years. And now you see how the game is changing, because you see it every day. Go get a GM then, so we can get this fixed sooner than later. Don't wait till everybody's off the board. Well, we don't get a GM now. Well, here's my excuse, guys. We didn't have enough time to pull together our team because I was too stubborn to go get a GM so we can start. Indiana just got one a couple of weeks ago. What's Kentucky waiting for? I'm just saying, and I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong.
No,
I'm just saying,
points,
like,
man.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like we're supporting Pope to be here at least one more year, and I'm all for that too, because I don't. I'm not gonna say fire Coach Pope. What I'm saying is, if he loves the program, then he can't have no ego, which means I got to go get a GM because I got to get somebody to do it. I don't change my oil because I ain't good at it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm taking my oil to Jiffy Lube. Hey, man, change my oil for me. I'm taking it to somebody that can do better than I can at what can I change my oil? Yeah, I could if I really felt like it. But at the end of the day, who's going to do it better and more efficient? The guy at Jiffy Lube who does it all day long and twice on Sunday.
So, but I agree with everything you're saying. Here's my question though. Is it ego, or is it with the way NIL and everything's set up? These guys can basically cheat to get players now. You can basically break rules now to get players. We're seeing it with Bama. We've seen what Bama was doing. We're seeing how they're doing whatever they can do to have the best roster. Cheat, get guys from the NBA. I feel like Mark Pope, I feel like the Kentucky organization as a whole, when it comes to the basketball program, is trying to go about things the right way too much, because they're afraid that there's so much hate. There's so much hate for Kentucky that the number one headline they would love to drop is Kentucky's getting sanctioned. We're out of the tournament for 3 years because we're cheating. We're paying a guy from the stuff that happened with Enes Kanter, for example. The stuff like there's nothing more than that they're waiting for is to try to catch Kentucky up with the got you. Oh, you're cheating with the NIL. You're doing this and that. So I will give you 30%. It could be Mark Pope's ego, and then the other 70. I feel like we're trying to do things the right way, and it's putting us behind because now we live in an era where it's okay to cheat. It's cool to cheat. And in fact, you're not trying to win if you aren't trying to cheat. And that's what they're trying to say now. So I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all want to play that game? We have to remind y'all that when it comes to college basketball, there isn't another team on the planet that's won more basketball games than us. So let's go ahead and play. Let's play your game. But when we come back and we got five guys that could potentially be the number 1 overall pick on our roster, and you're mad because you saw what we did with Karl Anthony Towns, and they were saying it's cheating, it's this and that, 38-0. So if we come with something that lethal, don't start whining and complaining and saying we need to control NIL and put a cap on stuff now when we start getting good.
Hey, Cam, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Which we go back to the 22 million NIL. I don't believe that we spent 22 million on this roster. I never have, and I never will. But let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
We had 22 million for say it's a budget to spend on getting players. You would think at Kentucky, if we got 22 million, I don't care if Satan himself is the coach, you would think that we would have the best starting 5 ever in the history of college basketball. So we had 22 million. Why didn't we get Braden Smith or the Toppins or these guys, these McDonald's All-Americans coming out that went to BYU or other places? If we had that much money to spend, why we didn't get the players here at Kentucky?
Pressure. I'll say it right then and there. It's not easy playing at Kentucky, and it never will be. You can go to Purdue right now. There's no expectation for Purdue. Purdue, they got to the Sweet 16. They're acting like they won the title already. Like, there's no expectation on these other schools to get to the Final Four every year. Iowa State, you see their fan base. They were just happy to beat us. Like, they were just happy to beat us. Like,
pretty much it's going to be hard from now on to get players to come to Kentucky. If it's pressure like you say it is,
I'll say
it's going to be hard to get players to come to Kentucky.
I'll say yeah. I'll say yeah. It will be hard. But the guys we get, though, I'm talking about from high school and the portal. The guys we get, I know they're the real deal. I like this team. Injuries still played a factor. No one's going to want to give us the slack or anything because we're Kentucky, because they were trying to do it with Iowa State. He's out, this and that. And for the first 5 minutes of the game, Kentucky showed up. And they were playing the more physical game. And then the whistle got involved. And I'll leave it at that when it comes to that. And it killed some of our aggression. Not having Jaden Quaidens is a blow, no matter how you slice it. Because to me, JQ is Garrison and Marino put in one. He's a switchable defender who has the best motor in college basketball. And he showed it last year, but no one watched him at Arizona State. And that's why he wanted to come to Kentucky, because he wanted to be seen. And I feel like there's a whole bunch that went on with that. I feel like he could have played, felt like his dad probably set him down and then like, you're good. I felt like he could play. Not having a point guard. Yes, there's things that Mark Pope is on the hook for. You need to build out the roster better. Go get that GM, build out the roster better. But when you hear the stories about Tyron Stokes, trying to use Kentucky as leverage to get Kansas to up their offer, greed's becoming a big part of it. And it's like, I understand Kentucky saying, I'm not giving you $12 million if I have $22 million left on my roster, because it's going to be you and a bunch of nobodies. You want to play with Christian Collins, right? You want to play with these 5-star top of the line guys, right? You're going to have to sacrifice. And if you're not willing to sacrifice now, then I know you're not willing to sacrifice at the next level in the league, because Patrick Beverly was averaging 31 in high school. He became a defender in the NBA. He sacrificed to get those checks. So if we can't convince these guys that you're not, you are that. You could be the number 1 overall pick, but you're not.
His audio is messing up.
Am I still here?
Yeah, you here.
Okay, my bad.
Going in and out.
My bad. So if you can't convince these guys that you're going to have to sacrifice a little bit, man, to get to where you're going. I know your family's pressuring you to go get that 8, 9, 10 million, but take this 4 to 5 million. And I promise you, if you buy into what Kentucky does, we're going to make sure you make $200 million on the back end with your NBA contract when you get in the league and you're shooting 40 from 3 and they need you as a 3-and-D guy. Like, or you get to the league and, you know, you're averaging 25 points. You average 20 points a game now. You're making $150 million.
Hey, Cameron, you sound like Calipari.
I do sound like Calipari.
It was Calipari right there.
That's why I love Rick. That's why I love Rick Pitino, because Rick Pitino mastered both sides of that. He mastered the X's and O's of basketball. He mastered the X and O's of basketball, but he also mastered the recruiting side and giving the guys the dream. We know what their dream is, man, the NBA. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay, man. That's every player's dream if you play a sport. Yeah. I understand that. But keep the main thing. You're not there yet, man. You're an 18-year-old kid. Live in the moment now. And then right now, you need to make your name big enough to where they want you like that, man. And I just don't. It's a lot. Both sides of the fan base is right. You're right when it comes to the criticisms with Pope. But at the same time, the landscape of basketball has changed so much. And I feel like Kentucky's behind the ball because they're trying to do things the right way. And they're not trying to cut corners to a title because they are, you know, our fan base. We want the championship, but we want it the right way. So nobody can put an asterisk on it and no one can say nothing negative about it when we do win. That, you know, they try to put the asterisk on the 2012 title with Kentucky because they thought North Carolina could beat us that year. And I'm here to tell you, I don't care who got hurt on that team or who was healthy. Anthony Davis was the best basketball player in the world as a college kid, and it was not even close.
He was a difference maker, that's for sure. He was such a difference maker. We won the championship with it. Hey, Cameron, anything else, brother? That's a good call in, bro. That's a solid call in right there, man.
Man, the only thing I would say is to the fans, I'm okay with people being casual fans and not really being diehards. To the casual fans, just don't put anything in the air just because you're mad. I don't think this team never once all season had an issue with each other. I think they liked each other a lot to the end. I don't think the problems in the locker room, what they were saying it was. I just feel like they weren't that good of a team. And the injuries were a serious thing. If put Darius Acuff on this team right now, it's a completely different Kentucky team. It's a more dangerous team if you put him on this team. That's all it is. Yeah. Go get better players. Go buy into that, buy into the coaching, do what you got to do. Mark Pope, swallow your pride. Where do I need to get better at? And the Kentucky basketball will change, man. It's not, we're stopping ourselves. It's nothing these other teams are doing great. I watched us play these top teams. We were in these games and then we just let go of the rope. So, man, y'all keep your heads up, man. It's always going to be Kentucky basketball. So
always. Absolutely. Hey, Cameron, it's your first time calling in. I take it, right?
Like it's my second time.
Hey man, I appreciate you calling in, bro. Appreciate that, bro. That was a good call, man.
Hey, you too, man. Y'all have a good day.
You too, man. Thank you, brother. Okay. 21. What's up, brother?
What's good, man? YouTube is it doesn't let me comment. You know, from my old days of streaming games for people and that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I can't comment. There's the last caller, all props to you, man. That was a great call in. There is a couple things I want to clear up though. Like I've been seeing a lot of people talk about Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan was contacted by Kentucky. He 100% was contacted by Kentucky. I've got the article right here. Bleacher Report, which is a credible source, said that Bulls Billy Donovan was contacted for Kentucky by Kentucky after John Calipari's exit. Now, he did not entertain the job because the Bulls were in the playoffs at the time and Kentucky didn't want to wait. I mean, in Pope's first season, he had to get a bunch of transfers together, and then we all remember how that went. He had 3 months to do that, 3-4 months. So I mean, there's that.
Not even that long, I don't think.
The other thing I want to point out, we have a coach that loves running guard heavy schemes, and yet we haven't seen him. This is a critique on him. I do like Pope. I want to see him. I do want to see him succeed, but we have yet to see a Mark Pope system with an elite guard. We have yet to see that. And like Cameron said, if you put Darius Acuff on this team, I do think it is, we're dangerous. Because remember last season, Pope said he loves systems where guys are shooting 33s a game. I don't think there's been one point this season where we shot 33s a game.
And we bet not.
Yeah, for real. For real. Like we've just been getting through with just stringing together wins. My point is I don't think at any point this season we played a play style that Pope, for one, was effective in coaching, and two, a play style that he wanted to us to play. That's my point there. I do think though that he gets another season. I think if we lose to Santa Clara, I think he's gone. I do. So Owe kind of saved his job there. I do kind of believe that.
That would have been, yeah.
But
that would have been
man,
bad.
He's got to get somebody. This is it. This is do or die now, in my opinion. This is like you get no other you get no other opportunity or chance from this point on. I mean, I don't think we should fire him in year 2 because that's what we did to Billy Gillespie. And Billy Clyde, y'all, got 2 years. And he was a nightmare. I don't think this has been as bad as Billy Clyde by any means.
We talk about Cal. I think a lot of people I know Cal quit per se, because once you violate your contract, then it is what it is. So Cal went into that room and Cal had the conversations and he didn't consult with the authorities or people.
These people want Pope to quit.
So if Cal didn't necessarily quit, I think people pushed him to that edge. Well, Cal said, well, you don't want me here. I could talk to Arkansas. Now, he helped us out by making sure we don't have to pay that money to him. But, I mean, it's tough.
Pope to quit.
These people won't. Yeah. They do.
I will say there is a positive about Pope's teams. His teams do not give up. How many times have we came back this year?
Yeah, they played hard all season, man.
I agree. I think one of the, I have my nitpicks with Cal. I love Cal in the grand scheme of things. When Cal retires and comes back here, he will be treated just like how Rick Pitino is being treated right now. And Rick Pitino coached Louisville.
I don't know
he did. I mean, at the end of the day, though, I'm glad that there was a separation because there needed to be a change. The university needed to put their foot down and say, hey, losing 2 times in 3 years in the first round is not acceptable here. It's not.
Yeah.
We don't hang banners for getting to the round of 64. We definitely don't hang banners for Sweet 16s or round of 34s like Pope's last 2 seasons. But I'm just saying, though, it's like, man, the one thing Cal said it was about administrations winning championships and coaches winning games. I do think there is a deeper problem here than just our head coach. I do. I think it is an organizational problem. I mean, maybe that changes with with Barnhart leaving, but I don't know, man. I don't know. At the end of the day, Barnhart hired Cal, Barnhart hired Billy Clyde, and Barnhart hired Mark Pope. Okay, and on the football side of things, Barnhart hired Mark Stoops, and Barnhart hired Will Stein. So I mean, that's what I'm saying is I feel like there's a deeper problem here. A lot of people are saying JMI. I'm not an expert on JMI and in our NIL stuff, so I'm not going to speak on it. But if JMI is taking money from recruits, that is an issue that would make somebody not want to come here. 100%. So I don't know, man. I think this next season he absolutely needs to get an elite guard and show us what the Mark Pope system is like with the best of the best.
Well, tell you what, this is the I'm as much as I'm really sad that the season is over and we went down the way we did. BC's a believer that we just completely got outplayed by a better team tonight. Doesn't necessarily say that Kentucky is bad. It just says we hit a team that was much better than we was, and they wanted it more than we do.
No, hold on.
What
I'm saying is that just because we was outmatched, doesn't mean that our players didn't give their all.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like I said, I can name 15 teams that's better than this Kentucky team.
Yeah.
I could probably name 20. But sometimes we just because we are outmatched and players just had their night, they just better than you that night. It doesn't mean that our players didn't go out and give it all. Okay. Sometimes the fan base looks at it like, well, they didn't do this, they didn't do that, they didn't play hard, they didn't do that. No, they just got outmatched.
They got outmatched a lot because we couldn't even.
Sometimes you just have to take your head off, like you better than me.
Yeah, he was better tonight. Well, if they wasn't better anywhere else, they was better when they came to stopping us and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, because you look, you got Texas, we beat them. Got St. John's, we beat them. You got Arkansas, we beat them.
Got Tennessee, beat them twice. Yep.
That's why I always say it's what you do when you get between those lines.
And I think another problem with the team is the inconsistent of showing up night in and night out.
I agree.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And even though we played a team like Iowa State tonight, at times you just like you got nothing out of BG tonight. Nothing. You just had this fabulous game out of BC 2 days ago, and then like why the drop off for? And now I get it that it's Santa Clara, and this is Iowa State, so I definitely keep that in mind. But if you're a baller, then you show up every night and you play basketball, and you don't leave the game with what did BG even score tonight? How many rebounds did he get? Did he get any blocks? So it's kind of like, where is this athletic individual who we have seen play basketball and know is capable of playing basketball, but then you show and you're a no-show?
Well, Big Mike in 21, if I ask you this question, who's the most consistent player on our team?
Ortega.
Okay. Who's the second most consistent?
Aberdeen.
Who's the third most consistent?
That's a toss-up on night.
See, I would say Chandler, but he fell off.
So when you telling me you only got two guys that you know that is consistent, you gonna have a team that's gonna be like this all year.
But that's my point. But that's I get that though. I understand that.
And that's why they're inconsistent.
Well,
see, my point, piggybacking off of what you just said, BC, barring Ortega Owe, everyone on our roster right now is a role player, is a bench player. And look, that backs up my point though. Like, we did have 3 injuries. Like, Jaden Quaintance would have been a starter. Jalen Lowe would have been a starter. Like it's what I'm saying is like, like he got unlucky, but it is a fair critique of Mark Pope to be like, you ignored the red flags and brought in Jaden Quaintance, even though he tore his ACL at Iowa State. And I've never seen anyone recover from an ACL injury as fast as he did when we played St. John's. Like, I was like, wow, like this guy's ready to go. And then
I wasn't happy about that. Yeah, I wasn't. I for one, I wasn't happy about him returning back so fast. Like I get it, everybody's body's different, and I'll always say I'm not JQ, I'm not his parents, and I'm not the doctor, and I'm not Coach Pope. And if those guys say he's ready to go, then so be it. He's ready to go. But I mean, that's a big time injury, and he's a big time kid, and he's very athletic, and he likes to get up off the floor. Well, he's got to come back down on what he's called his knee. Is it ready? Really? I mean, yeah, he do strength tests and everything like that. But at the end of the day, when you out there and you just like, you're not even thinking about it, you're just playing ball because this is what you do. Like you can mentally prepare for a strength test. Like I got to go in here and I got to try to lift 300 pounds. Okay. Now the ball goes all over the place and you have to adjust yourself immediately on the spot. So it's just a fine line, but I'm not a doctor though.
And that's why I come back to the Mark Pope thing, you guys. I'm like, this is what he had. And we can say, okay, this is the team he put together.
Yeah.
And that's like I said, how we know Mark Pope was trying to get these other guys, these big names, and they didn't want to come. So when you take what you got, and like I said, last year he overachieved, and this year he got back to the tournament, which you lose two key players, which a lot of teams lose 2 key players. It's tough.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm giving grace. I know a lot of people don't like it because some people just don't like Mark Pope. They might say they like Mark Pope. You know how people say they give you they say good things about you, and then the next sentence they turn you down.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh yeah.
It's like a lot of people don't like Mark Pope no matter what he does, but I'm just looking at it from that perspective. You got a roster that, like I said, a lot of people talk about 22 million. I don't think it's a $22 million roster. I don't care. I just don't. But that's why I'm giving him grace and to see what'll happen next year.
Yeah.
Now, after next year, I agree with you, BBN. If we go out, we lay an egg and we get beat maybe first round or don't even make it to the Sweet 16, I agree with you. It's time to try to move on to somebody else.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna get. I don't. We can sit here as fans, and we can say fire Coach Pope. He's not gonna fire. The only way he won't be here on the sideline next year is if he decided to walk away. So we can just. So before we get off here, as a fan base, we got a decision to make. We got to just say either we're gonna just get behind him. Let's see what happens in year 3, and if it doesn't happen, then yes, he needs to go because he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere because so he's going to get another year, regardless of how we feel or how angry we are as fans. He's going to get his 3rd year, and let's just hope that people are watching. People are watching, and they're seeing how the fan base is reacting. And just saying,
there's a couple things in the chat that I see. First of all, J-Lo L2K. Hey, if I said he played for Iowa State, I apologize. I'm under the weather, man. So like, you're 100% correct on that. He did play for Arizona State. Now, another thing, people are talking about the fans ran off Calipari, or it was Barnhart that ran off Calipari. Look, I don't have an ear inside the Kentucky administration. I don't know what goes on in there. But from what I do know that 2 days before it was either 2 or 4 days before Calipari took the Arkansas job, him and Mitch Barnhart sat down and recorded a video and was like, Calipari's going to be the coach here at Kentucky next year, right? Now, he could have been indifferent to him and was just like, I'm going to give you 1 more year, just out of respect or whatnot. Okay. But when Calipari released that video from his house, which is right around the corner from my house, by the way, I know how the fans were. Look, I lived near where Cal's house used to be. I remember seeing signs out in front of Cal's house and toilet paper and all this other stuff from them throwing stuff there and signs saying you need to leave and whatnot. But Calipari did say, he said, me and my wife think that this program needs another voice. Okay. And he said that because fans were so unhappy with the result, with the product that was on the floor. So, I mean, do I think Calipari is in the Pope's Cats Facebook group sitting here reading every single mean thing that somebody's saying about him? Absolutely not. But Calipari is human, and he knows he like guys, Lexington is a college town. Like, there's nowhere that he can go without meeting a Kentucky fan. There's nowhere that he can go here. He heard their opinion 110%, and you cannot tell me that. And look, everyone knows that, you know, I've been very critical of Cal on this show for sure, because, you know, for one, I bleed blue. I wanted us to win the breakup. I don't think we're winning the breakup at this point, but on top of that, though, it's like I respect Cal for what he did for us. I mean, there's so many great man, I am 25 years old. Most of my adult life, period, Calipari's been the coach here at Kentucky, you know? So, I mean, there's so many memories that I have. But do I think that any criticism of him having the talent that he did and not going as far as he should have, like, he should really have like 3 championships right now, okay? I mean, I think that's a fair criticism. But go ahead, BC.
C21, that's the problem I always have. Because in college basketball, it's hard to win a national championship because you can't lose when it comes to tournament. You can have great players, but you're not guaranteed to win every year. I done seen teams like UNLV. I done seen teams like Michigan, the FAF. You're not guaranteed to win because you have one bad game or injury, it's over. But
it's
here's
not
the
like
thing
the NBA playoffs where they get 7 games.
Here's the thing with Calipari. Calipari had over a 70% winning percentage. He won SEC titles. He got players here. You winning 25, 28 games a year, but it wasn't good enough.
Correct.
So he's looking at it. I need to go somewhere else. They need who they want. I go somewhere else and build another program. Then other coaches from afar is looking, saying they didn't want Calipari. Why do I want to go there? When he's winning more than I am. When every team he goes to, he's taken to the Final Four. Why do I want to go there when he wasn't good enough?
My question
That's one of the issues.
My question is, why is Duke so successful right now?
They're getting the players, man. They had All-Americans last year, get All-Americans again this year.
Yeah, I mean,
because
I feel like
Duke is a fan base that wants to win, But if Mike Krzyzewski would never had 40 years at Kentucky, because he would got you gotta go.
I agree.
Like I told Big Mike, and like I said, if you're not getting to the Final Four every year or winning a national championship, it's not good enough at Kentucky. It's just the way it's been, and it's the way it's always been.
Yep, it is. Rather have Cal than Pope any day.
Yeah, I think though, I think what's done is done. What's done is done, man. Like, I gotta hope that, you know, our coach can pull something together and make me believe like he made me believe last year. I just kept waiting. This year, I just kept waiting for them to click and figure it all out. You know, like,
I gotta go, fellas. My camera's about to cut off.
All right, BC, appreciate you, brother. I'm about done anyway. Hey, thanks, BC. I'm about done anyway. Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping up here soon. All right, BC, appreciate you, brother.
I'm on my computer right now. If you want me to wrap up with you, I can. Just like
I ain't gonna be very much longer. We've been on for almost 3 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Kids want to play for Duke because of PR. Yep. We don't have it here. We don't have the PR here at Kentucky anymore. It's just a school now. It's those kids, they don't really care about the history. All they want is get my money, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be here for a couple of years, and if I don't like it after 1 year, then I'm out of here anyway. I go somewhere else, and no one wants to stick around and grow and get better. And because of that, and Coach Pope is not showing that he has the ability in 2 years now to get any quality players that they're doing, that even has a chance to even become an All-American, that is a chance to even get a first-round draft pick. JQ's the first one. Ortega, even if he gets drafted first round, it's probably going to be the last. It's probably going to be towards the end of the first round, which is not necessarily bad, because you're going to get on a team that's really legit. So it's going to give you a chance to compete for a championship if that happens. But this is where we at, and this is where the program is at. And we got two choices. We can either get behind the team and Coach Pope, and you might have to bite your tongue sometimes. And we got to just see what happens after this. It's a hard thing to deal with, that's for sure.
Yeah, man. I tell you, we have the best and worst fan base, and I'm telling you, it comes with the territory being the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
when I say best and worst, what I really mean is, like, a lot of our fans are unfiltered, and for better or worse, when Kentucky's doing good, it feels like, no one has any complaints. But when Kentucky's not doing good, everybody is pointing the finger, and everybody is upset, as it should be. It really should be like that. So, man, I do think sometimes we go a little overboard, and I don't know exactly if during our coaching search, if we shot ourselves in the foot by not getting the Scott Drew. But I mean, I personally am glad Scott Drew didn't come here. I think Dan Hurley would have been interesting, but he very publicly turned us down. Billy Donovan, go ahead.
Did Baylor make the playoffs this year?
No, they did not.
No, they didn't. Coach Pope did. Okay. I've always been a big believer is that, and I don't want to just keep saying this just to say it, but being on this show and being behind this microphone, I have to be very careful on. I won't bite my tongue. I definitely will say I think I owe the people, the viewers who watch it, I think I owe them a level of transparency when we come here and when we do this. So I'm not going to sit around and I'm not going to pretend like everything is perfect in the program with Kentucky basketball, because it's not. But one thing that I always take pride in is making sure that I judge the game that was just played, especially when it comes to doing a post-game show, is that I judge so-and-so didn't have a good game today. Okay, that's it. But as far as I think we go overboard as fans is when we make it, I get it, we make it personal. This right here means a lot to me. Okay,
absolutely.
This means a lot to me. But trashing young men, and even and I know they're getting paid. I get it. These guys are getting paid, and they're getting paid more money than I will ever see. But I think it's a fine line, and I have to be honest. If I had a child, a young man or young daughter, and I was going to put them in, and I was thinking about a program, then I would look at the fan base and I would see, is my young adult child going to be attacked personally, not professionally, but personally? Then I would probably have second thoughts about sending my kid to that school, because I'm sending my kid off to a school because that school is going to be his second home. You know what I'm saying? The home away from home. And I don't want him to go get verbally bullied, and I don't want him to be harassed because he has a bad basketball game. So, it's people say that fans don't make a difference. I think fans make a difference.
Absolutely. I just implore BBN to think critically about our next few things. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's a very small group of coaches that I think are what's the word? Qualified to be here. You know, like you could say Todd Golden now. I personally don't like Todd Golden all that much. I think he's getting bailed out by his loyal front court. Like his front court is amazing, and they're all leaving this year. So the jury's still out on him. But at the same time, though, like Nate Oates for Alabama, I think he would be a great coach here. I know there's a lot of people that don't like his personality, though, and I get that. I just,
we just need you to win. We need you to win.
Yes, but it also the reason why Cal was so successful here was because his personality was the way that it was. He had a great personality. You know, he brought his own image to Kentucky, I guess. You know, and you could say the same thing with Pitino. Pitino brought his own image. You know, and it's like I'm still waiting to see what the Pope image is like. You know, and I hope that it's better than what it than you know. It's like when you're taking a picture at first and you're like, oh man, I don't think that's going to be a good photo. That's how it looks right now. So we're still waiting for it to develop. And
you gotta shake it a little bit.
Yeah, gotta shake that thing. You know. So I hope it gets better, but man, we'll see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I hate to say it, but Louisville and Arkansas is more fun to watch than Kentucky. They may be right now. They may be more fun to watch Kentucky right now, but the story's not over yet. The story might not look good right now, and I'll be the first to tell you I don't like this chapter of the story. But if we keep reading, maybe the next chapter. And is that mean that the next chapter is what Coach Pope is able how he's able to turn it around, or is it somebody else that I can't see? I can't see past that, but I would hope that the story, when it's all said and done, that it's a good story that we can know that we was angry about, we cried about, we complained about, but at the end of the day, we was able to smile about, and I think that's what's more important than anything. We got beat to death by Gonzaga and Michigan State.
Yeah.
Chris
we did.
We got beat down, but you got to think about it. Kentucky's kind of beat down some teams too in the past too. So you know we going through we don't want to hear it as fans. I'll be the first to say I want to see what happened. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to see what happened between that hour and the Florida coach, because they was not happy with each other. But let's see if this story for Kentucky basketball, even as bad as it looks right now, let's see if it can pan out, and let's see if we can find a way to see if Pope can find a way sooner than later to turn this program in the right direction, because I don't know how much longer he has here if the program is going to continue to rock. Because if the ship is going to keep rocking, eventually it's going to just tilt over and it's going to sink. And I don't know if we're sinking yet, but we sure are rocking hard. And the waves are hitting us pretty hard right now. So I'm not sure if he can steer this ship or not, but he better get a GM in here that can get this ship upright and then send us in the right way. Because if not, he's never going to have any peace here at Kentucky, because people are just going to they're going to lose hope. And when people just lose hope, it's gone. And some people are holding on by a thread. Make us don't regret it.
Let me ask you a question, Mike. Is it
Okay.
Pope's responsibility to hire the GM, or is it the administration's? Because I really don't know.
That's actually a good question, 21, man. That I would have to assume that Mark Pope would have to have something to do with it, but I'm pretty sure that it would be the AD who would actually have to bring him in. Yeah.
I think I remember seeing a job listing online for it, actually.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah. I think they mentioned that before. Yeah.
President. But I mean, J-Lo L2K, I mean, I agree with you. Like, we shouldn't be lowering our standards at all. But about to become the Bengals is a little crazy. I don't think we're as bad as the Bengals right now, man. Like, I'm a Bengals fan. I don't think we're that bad. But I mean, we at least made the playoffs, you know. So I mean, the Bengals did not make the NFL playoffs this year.
No, they didn't.
But man, I think this is a fair criticism. Just look at what's happening with UNC. Are we next? I mean,
yes.
You know,
well, I tell you what, it just matters on which one of our programs is going to make the right decisions that's going to benefit their programs the best and immediately. That's what it comes down to. Which one of these programs sees that we're not playing blue blood basketball and nobody's afraid of North Carolina, nobody's afraid of Kentucky anymore. So what are we going to do to get that reputation back? Is you don't want to see Kentucky on the other side of the floor because you know what they're getting ready to bring. And since we're not there, just, you know, Indiana, people say that Kentucky is the new Indiana. Well, Indiana's, they're tired of getting laughed at. They're tired of being mocked. Well, guess what? They took the first step and going to get a GM, and let's see if we can start turning this thing around sooner than later. Yep.
Indiana, fun fact, y'all. Indiana and Tennessee both spent more on basketball, not on a roster, but more on basketball, period, than Kentucky did this year. Both Indiana and Tennessee did. And Tennessee has no fun. Tennessee, I mean, did they just win?
Tennessee won. Yeah, they beat Virginia.
So they got to play.
Well, I think it's like 9 points. I think it's like 9 seconds to go. So it's up 72. See, that should be an offensive foul on 21 for Florida. I want Florida to lose. I really do. I want Florida to lose this game. Yeah.
Indiana had an awful year though this year.
Yep.
Awful. And it's like, I don't think we'll get that bad.
Well, I mean, here we are. We are in a position where we can't get recruits. It's not like it's looking any better anytime soon, anytime unless Pope can turn it around. I mean, when you end the basketball season at Kentucky and you don't have a single person on your roster that's coming in that you sign, particularly freshmen, as you know, as of course, and if you don't have one single player out there that you have gone after, and see, that's why I don't follow recruiting that bad, because Jimmy and Leah, they follow recruiting, you know, crazy. I don't follow recruiting. You want to know why? Because you put all this time and effort into following a player, watching what they're doing. Every time they post something online, you're going and you're dissecting it to see if you can read between the lines. I don't have time for that. Not at all. So I applaud people who do that. I don't watch tail numbers. None of that, bro. I just don't, because what happens is you get your hopes up, you follow these guys for years and years, and then they go sign somewhere else. That's why when Jimmy and Leah, when someone signs at Kentucky, I'm so happy for those guys because of the work that they have did to follow this guy and really just see what this guy is going to do and reporting on it. We're going to get this guy, and this guy. It's tough, man. It is. Yep, Tennessee just won. My TV's behind a little bit, so Tennessee did won. They won. Okay. So they knocked off Virginia, so they're going back to the Sweet 16 again. So,
and they play
and that's the team that we beat twice this year. So what's our problem? Why come we can't get past it? We don't have the personnel. I mean, let's be real. If we play Iowa State 10 times.
What did Chandler say, Ryan? Apparently Chandler was throwing shade.
Oh, what did he say?
I have
Interesting.
No idea.
Come in.
But man, I don't know if anyone. I don't even know if Ortega gets drafted this year, and he's their best player.
I mean,
if he does, it's late second round, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too as well. I know he want to play ball, but his family's not exactly hurting for money right now.
No,
not what his brother just signed.
But his brother.
His brother just signed a big deal. Guard the 3 points, and protect the ball and hit your foul shots. Simple concept. Yeah, man, we was missing our free throws, and Malachi missed 2 in a row, and Garrison missed a free throw. I'm just like, come on, guys, what are we doing, man? I want Florida to lose. Usually I'm an SEC team, but I want Florida to lose this game. Yep.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question, Mike. If there was a salary cap put on NIL, do you think Kentucky would be in a better place? Meaning, like, let's say the NCAA comes out and says, hey, you can only pay players $1 million a year flat. That's the most. You can give bonuses, but you can only give them $1 million a year as like an NIL contract. Do you think that would benefit Kentucky?
It would be, and that would do that because now, I mean, you got. Let's see. Here's where it wouldn't hurt. It would hurt Kentucky. It's because even though you can give me $1 million, these other schools are allowing me to do my other thing on the side. If we got JMI who's going to stop these kids from doing, then we're screwed.
Yeah,
we're screwed.
Yeah, in that circumstance with JMI, if JMI is like, if they get a percentage of the contract, again, I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But if they do get a percentage of it and we were stuck at a flat, like hard cap to give to each individual player, that would make it less incentivizing to come here. It would.
Yeah, it would. But I just, for me, I would like to go see. You remember that you remember that movie, Moneyball?
Yes, it's a baseball movie.
Yeah,
yeah.
The coaches and the players wasn't happy with how he did business when he took over. Would you agree to that?
Yeah.
But it paid off though, right?
Correct. It did.
Because he knows numbers. He knew numbers, and he had a guy with him that knew numbers and knew stats and was able to put that together to formulate this right here. We fit together. The pieces fit. We're not taking a circle and putting it inside of a square. Coach Pope is trying to put a circle inside of a square. It's not going to work. It's just not. So we're going to see JMI and Mitch have screwed us. Yeah. We're screwed for a while.
This is what Colin Chandler said. We didn't accomplish our goals, obviously. A season with a lot of learning and adversity. To the fans, we needed to be better. Our standard for ourselves, we lived below that. I mean, man, I just like Colin Chandler, man. I do. He's been one guy that throughout, yes, he didn't play well today. He hasn't played well in a couple weeks. But
yes, that's right. Yeah.
I will say though, man, he is one guy that plays like he leaves everything out there on the court. In my opinion, I do. I every time I see Colin Chandler do anything, I think he's doing it with 100% effort.
Yeah. Someone said about the JMI didn't play. No, he didn't play. He didn't play well. If JMI is holding, if JMI is the issue and Pope is not the issue, then if I was Pope, I would walk, and I would walk before my reputation is tarnished here at Kentucky, because as people say, Cal overstayed his welcome. Pope is right. Unfortunately, not by my standards, but by a lot of people's standards, Pope is right on that fine line of wearing out his welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like what you said with Cal overstayed his welcome. You know, Joby Hall said that the Kentucky job is a 10-year job.
Yeah.
You know, and Cal, if that is true, then Cal overstayed that by 5.
Yep.
So I mean, and look at what those last 5 years consisted of for us too. I mean, it's.
Yep.
I mean, he might be true. Isn't that weird though?
It's a few things we like to forget. Yeah.
Isn't that weird, Big Mike? Every other blue blood, they all have coaches that coach there for their entire career and then retire there. But not here. Not here. We go through coaches like nobody's business, man.
Yeah. Well, we better slow down and get somebody that can stay here for a while. I think that's kind of what Calipari was. Love also possible would be playing basketball middle of the summer. It's a TriStar. I guess I gotta say, I was beating Florida 51-39. Yes.
Really?
I'm all right. Yes, sir. They beat them.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, they taking it to them, and I'm all right with that too. I'm good with that. Can you imagine have Iowa and Iowa State in the Sweet 16? That's crazy, brother. That is, man. Kentucky has to have a coach with a winning resume. They sure do, man. Yeah.
But again, though, like everyone's saying that. Yes, we do go through coaches. We do. Like there's no other program that has no other blue blood. I'm saying maybe barring UCLA, but I mean, like Duke. Coach K was at Duke for like 40 years? Like 40 years?
He was
And
there
they're
for a
blue
while.
blood. You can't say they're not. And in North Carolina, like, come on, man. Like they don't go through coaches like we do. That's all I was saying. Kentucky wins. That's all.
Yeah.
But having a coach with a winning resume, like nobody wanted to come, man. Nobody wanted to come.
Nobody wanted to come, bro.
Nate Oates actually made a comment about it. A lot of people said, like, oh, I'd like to have Nate Oates. But Nate Oates made a comment, and he said, I'm kind of glad I'm not over there because they're like Alabama football. You lose one game, and they're ready to burn down the city. Like, I mean, Nate Oates didn't even want it.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those jobs where it's like you don't want to put your hands on it. You know? I mean, look, guys, we do this in our own lives when we want to try to get hard at a job. We want to know about the job and be like, you know what? That's probably not a job I want to go to. I don't want to be in that environment. I mean, and we're around adults. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like we don't even want to go be around adults because of what's going on over there, and we don't want that drama. Now think about a fan base as big as Kentucky, big as the Big Blue Nation, and how big they are. We're everywhere. And you want to put up with that as a coach, and people want to say that the fan base is not the problem. Well, they might not be the problem, but they are a problem. And I'm gonna stand by that. I hope I don't offend anybody, but that's just the truth. That's just the way it is. We're going to offend somebody. That's just how it works.
Yeah. So we're at a very interesting road.
We at a crossroad right now, and it's in Pope's hand. It's not for everybody. I agree with J-Lo. I 2K or 12K. I agree. It's not for everybody. But the whole reason that he can say that it's not for everybody is because everybody don't want this smoke. Everybody don't want this. Everybody don't want to be like you just said. If I lose a game, it's the end of the world. It's over. Fire him. He ain't doing right. Yeah. And that's just it. I think all Kentucky fans want to win. Not all BBN is bad. No, not all. No. Definitely, it's some great BBN fans out there. People, I mean, don't get me wrong. We're upset as fans that we lost, but you know what? We got a war going on in this world. You know, people are dying. So I mean, it's some serious things in the world going on. But winning is what we do. But I think we have to find a way to be able to. We got to find a way to be able to vent once we lose, and it ain't to the point where leave. We don't want you here at all. And when you get that, and it's over and over and over. I mean, if you're in a relationship, and every time that person does something bad, and you gonna keep yelling at them and tell them how horrible they are, yeah, that relationship ain't gonna last long at all. And if it will, then you prove me wrong. So, well, guys, we've been on here for 3 hours and 42 minutes. This program will shut off at the 4-minute mark. If you was here, man, bro, I just did a 12-hour marathon this past week.
I saw that. Yeah,
it was like, and my body is hurting so bad, bro.
There's a lot of times I watch.
Yeah. I see. Yeah.
But I just can't. Like, I'll have to comment on Facebook because I'm, YouTube's
okay.
got me completely shadow banned, man. Like, I can't comment at all. But
yeah. But other than that, man, 21. It's good to see you, everyone over here. I appreciate you guys for sticking around for the 2025-2026 basketball season. It did not end the way we wanted it to. If this is, I should have asked a long time ago. It looked like everybody here has been here before, but if this is your first time watching the show, please just put BBN in the chat so I can give you a personal shout out right fast and say thank you. We on a go for 5,000 subscribers. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please go subscribe to the channel. Have you heard the song that Leah put together for the show? We're going to play the song right fast, guys. One more time for the money. Let me see if I can turn this on. This is the song that Leah put together, and we're going to go ahead, if I can do it right here. Once I turn it on.
Check it out, it's the show. You know, crowd tightened up as we let the flow go. No fake hype, just real BBN talk. It's the loyal BBN fan show. Stand tall. First time you watch, you're a guest in the zone. Second time around, you're your family or home. So raise your hands, let's make it loud. BBN fans strong, we're here, we're proud.
Like that,
man. That's what Leah put together. So, hey, man, I appreciate each one of you. Let me see if I got any BBNs in here right fast. Any BBNs in here for the first time viewers? If it is, I'm watching. If you guys don't know, if you just found the channel, look like everybody's been here before. So don't look like but I'm actually in Saudi working. Was upset, but didn't act like Cal failed. Yeah, I would call the next show. Okay, Kentucky Football Nation, appreciate you, man. Well, Kentucky Football Nation, you're on the clock, bro. It's football time now for you. Hey, I send it over to Kentucky Football Nation. It's your show now, big guy. But I definitely, the coach hires a GM. Okay, so the coach hires the GM. So I think let me throw that up on the screen. That's what Trevor put out. I didn't Google it. He did. He said he Googled it, but that's exactly what he just did. He did that right there. So thanks for that. Hey, thanks for that information as well. Support your Lady Cats and look forward to football next month. Go Cats. Yeah, absolutely. The Lady Cats are still in it. Let's hope they can beat West Virginia and see if they can move on to the Sweet 16, because I don't want both of our teams not in it. So let's see if they can get on and get a win. But once again, guys, thank you guys so much, man, for all the support you guys gave us throughout this season. We had a lot of ups. We had some nasty downs, but we still Kentucky, and we still love our program. And no matter how mad we are, we're going to show up tomorrow, and we still going to cheer for the Cats. Just theoretically speaking, I know they're done playing, but I'm just saying overall, tomorrow morning, we still going to wake up, and we still going to love, and we still going to support our Wildcats, because that's just who we are. So for the regular season sign off, thank you guys, and we'll be I got to get with Leah and Jimmy, or Leah, and I got to figure out how they're going to start doing this this transfer portal thing and the recruiting and who's hitting the transfer portal. I got to figure out how they're going to do all of that. But you'll be seeing a lot of those guys a lot here coming soon, because they do that and I don't really do that. So you'll start seeing those guys talk about that a whole lot more, because they follow it a lot. But until next time, man, I appreciate it. For all you guys that's been following, it means the world. And you guys know 21, so it's always good to have 21 back here with us, just to hang out with us for a couple of minutes. That's good stuff. Looking forward to next season, and pray for the Wildcat success as well as Pope's. Good job, Sandy. I appreciate you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And until next time, the Loyal BBN Fan Show. No fake hype, just real BBN talk. We out.